pressure.
Yep. How's the car feel with the lower tire pressure?
Feels better on the low speed, but not as good on the high speed.
Okay, so we'll leave them where they are then.
Yeah.
Just leave them where they are.
Although, the only thing I'm curious, is there a pressure difference between left and right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Target acquired.
Eagle 1, first strike. You have permission to engage the target.
Warning: the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Night. I didn't add myself. There we go. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Welcome back to the show. Sorry about that little technical difficulty. I, for some reason, did not start my camera properly, and it decided to not go on when it was supposed to. How the hell is everybody tonight? So in case you guys did not know, it's Chill Stream. We're going to chill out. It's going to be cool. We're going to talk about the weekend review. We're going to talk about cars. We'll talk about trains and planes and fucking motorcycles. We'll talk about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We're going to talk about all this shit. We're going to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Let's see who we got with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we got some bad motherfuckers. Mr. was here, and he was early. Agrillipus was here, and he was early. Now, I got to be honest with you guys. We had a little snafu earlier. So what happens is I went in and I set up the stream and set it up for 8 o'clock tonight. I entered it in. I entered everything in, went out, exited out, came back, and I realized that I had to make it. I had to make a correction, an edit, if you will. And one of the things I forgot is that when I edit it, sometimes it doesn't keep the same time. And so I know that when I edit, add things, subtract things, whatever, I need to go back and reset the time, but I didn't. And so it set the time for it, and it sets it like an hour and a half or some bullshit from the time that I edit it. I forgot, and I'm out to dinner with my family, and I start getting blown up that, hey, you're supposed to be live, but you're not live. Everybody's in the chat. What the fuck is up? It's the first day on the job. What's up? So if you were here earlier, I really appreciate it. I do. And I do want to say that it is an L on my part. I fucked up. It's okay, though. So Mr. and Agrillipus and Cat GPT were all here earlier, along with Eric R. Oak. Eric R. Oak, I was not asleep. I did not mess up the time. I just messed up the procedure. It's my bad. I fucked up. You guys are right. I'm wrong. You're cool, and I'm much less cool. Whatever. I was late. Chat was getting me. Chat was on it. Discord noise. That's funny. 4:41 was an odd time because it's like an hour and a half from when I was changing it. What a nerd. I'm not a nerd. Michelle was in the house earlier. Hopefully she's back. Kat, do you want the keys? I will give you the keys. I will give you a set of keys. Calling me is like super easy. I had the easiest phone number in the world to find. Abe Dinkus was up in here. I think he's getting ready for a show. He's doing an interview tonight. It looks good. I'm going to have to watch it. It's too bad because I really wanted Abe here tonight to talk over some of the shit that went on this week. But I don't know. Maybe he can jump in later. Who knows? I don't know. The chillest chat. Absolutely, Michelle. It was great. I came in. I apologized. It was not a scam. Mr. Boulay was here. That was funny. I was not on smoke. I do not smoke, so I don't need smoko. It's funny. You guys got me. Ruthless. Terrible people. Terrible. But you got me. Coco Shuko. I see you out there. You were here. I don't know if you're still here. Maybe you are. Tacticus 1979. Good to see you. 13 was in the house. Never Lucky Rubber Ducky is in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you back. You guys are all welcome. Mrs. D was here, but she had to run. She's taking care of other things, which is great. Just wonderful. Yeah. Yeah, it's not that I said it for the wrong time. It's just I know that I have to check everything. I didn't check it. It's my bad. My bad. My bad. Of all the cool people in tonight. It's a very odd grift. Yes, it was. Absolutely. All right. All right. I hope Michelle's doing well. We'll find out. Find out. That was all way earlier. Now, this time we had Kat come in hot, asking if the video was live. No, that was from video from that was mostly in-car footage from my cars when we were running them. 13 is back in the house, obviously. Good job, guys. Wow, everybody is here. And like I said, Miss D had to run off. I hope I'm saying that right. I like to get people's names right. It's important. Had a great day today. We're going to talk about that stuff. It's going to be cool. Talking about Mustangs up in the house. That's interesting. Kat, you got a 67 Bronco? That's rad. That's actually rad. I'm going to be honest. I am reading all your insults. That was funny. I had to do it. Nate, what's up, buddy? How you doing? It's Nate. That's right. It's Nate. I think Duck, the other Duck thinks he's banned. He's not. We just timed him out. But, that's okay. To everyone that made it, hanging out. K2 Keep On Trucking is up in the house. That's good. Good to see. OPC Don. Which time? I go almost every day. OPC Don. I go fishing almost every day. I'm planning on going tomorrow, but it's supposed to be raining all day. I don't actually like the rain I do not like to fish in the rain that much, if I can help it, but we'll see. You were trolling Fatty? Yeah, that's funny. You should, actually. Buddha, what's up? What is up? What's up, everybody? How you doing? Everybody cool today? I tell you what wasn't cool was some of the stuff that happened last night. I had to actually dump a debate. I hadn't had to do that before. What the fuck was that all about? It's crazy, man. Crazy. It's just been a weird week. It's been a weird week. I don't know if Glenn's going to make it on. I think Glenn's probably out on a date, which is fine. I don't know that for certain. I'm just guessing. I was on Glenn's stream earlier, and hey, 13, welcome back. I was on Glenn's stream earlier, and I was working in the garage while I was listening to them, and I would comment occasionally. I had my my remote mics on, and I had my lapel mic on, and I'm like walking around my garage. I'm working on stuff, and I forgot that I muted down because I was testing the bike that I was putting back together. And I forgot that I wasn't muted, and I started the bike up and revved it and shit. And apparently they muted me really quickly, and so I need to apologize to Glenn for that. Yeah, I saw Glenn was over on Fatties. What a train wreck that is. That's okay. It's fine. Yeah. Buddha, I'm not debating tonight. That was last night. We had debates going on last night. Pretty much right now we're just chilling out. We're just hanging. You know, everything's kind of loose, keeping it loose. You know, just this is the chill stream tonight. And it's really not like, you know, like it's a big deal to be, you know, super chill or anything. We're just we're gonna hang out. We're gonna talk about some stuff, and you know, whatever people want to talk about. If you got an axe to grind with me, if you know you want to come up and talk some shit, that's cool. Tonight is one of the nights. I do it almost every week. You got cut off on Sarah's panel last night. Damn the bad luck. Who did that? So, Smoking Spaceman, good to see you. 13, it was the first time you caught it? Oh man, it's an awesome format. I really love it, man. I really do love the format. You kicked him. That's awesome. Agrillipus, dude, it's totally cool, man. I did miss you last night. It was rough not having you here. I'm going to be honest with you. It was a rough night last night. We had to. Oh yeah, Mr. That's true. I had to like crash a debate last night because the dude was just riding the lightning on TOS. We had a lot of weird shit happen last night. It was odd. It's quite odd. So what's up, Bandit 848? Good to see you. There are ladies in here. Car crossed 3 lanes in front of me. Sarah's like, we almost died. I saw that. I saw the clip. That was funny. That was awesome. Now, guys, I think Kel's going to come on later. Admiral Gibbs may swing by. Glenn usually swings by at some point. We'll have some people on in and out. Just chilling out. Like I said, this is a chill panel. It's not a serious panel. If you want to donate, please do. You know, it's totally cool. But don't donate your rent money or anything. Don't donate, money you need for food for you or your children or whatever. But if you got a few bucks, you want to throw them this way, that's cool. Let's do that. Man, what a week. I've had just a weird week in general, but definitely online has been just crazy town. Obviously, we've had all of the weird ass drama with Jess. That's just been fucking hilarious. We've had all of the I've also had some other kind of weird drama going on elsewhere that's irrelevant to this discussion. I got to do some airplane stuff, which I really love. I'm going to do more of that this week, I promise you. It's just been a weird week, man. It's just been a weird week. We'll change out here. There we go. What about that? So, at any rate, if you do want to come up tonight, say something in the chat. We'll try and get you a link one way or the other. And what's up, Claygan? Is over on Twitch. Twitch is weird. Twitch is weird. I have caught some fish this week. I actually do we have a pic? I caught a little fatty picture while I was talking to Beth Mayhew, actually, who doesn't seem to come on the show much anymore, which is weird. But I was talking to Beth Mayhew about something. I forget what it was, and got something in my eye. Apologies. Airplanes are cool. It's weird. Something in my eye. Anyway, I caught some fish this week. I was on in Discord talking to Beth Mayhew about something or the other, and all of a sudden, the all of a sudden, I caught a fish, and I did not all of a sudden. I caught a fish. I sent a picture to Beth. And I thought it was funny as hell. You caught the tail end of what today? Didn't see. I don't know what we're talking about. Bandit 848. You caught some cobia. That's nice. I don't catch. I'm catching bass mostly, but every now and then I'll catch something weird. So, yeah. I'm not really sure what you're talking about, Bandit 848. You want to narrow that down for me? Oh, yeah. That was, that was weird, man. That was weird. Like, I literally just said, hey, this is a topic that's like almost guaranteed. Yeah, Billy. Yeah. It's a topic that's almost guaranteed to go straight TOS. Like, and look, just saying the word, not that big a deal. Using it in the context in which it's used is tricky because AI is the one that reviews it, and AI is not smart. AI is not, AI is just AI, and it fucks up a lot. So you can't. It's one of those things where you can't play games, man. And dude was like riding the lightning. And I don't know. It's tough. You had books to read, Silver? I needed to be reading last. I would have rathered almost. So last night started off great, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. Last night, the first hour and a half, 2 hours, it was like the best. It was so good. We had great debates. We had great people. We had great interaction. And it was rad, man. Like, it was cool. And yeah, the mail thing was, that's actually, I kind of think that was a downfall. I let Mel up, and and 10th man was being like awesome last. I gotta be honest, I've seen 10th man kind of crash out here and there, and last night, dude, he was like, last night 10th man was absolutely solid, man, solid. And then all of a sudden, the fucking Furby. Yeah, he's been remarkably good faith lately. And I think that he intends to be good faith, right? So but yeah, I don't know. The Furby was just weird last night. Look, I don't know. What's up, Non-Fun? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, 10th man was on it. Absolutely. So anyway, the Furby, kind of like just went sideways when I let the Furby up on the panel, and then Sarah and the Furby had their little talk, which was totally cool. It was fine. I'm glad they had that talk. I'm glad that I was able to facilitate that, but it kind of did derail the show's momentum. We never did really get it back. That's my bad, folks. I'll take the L on that one. It's totally cool that I fucked up. You guys can throw those L's out in chat. I'll take every single one of them on that. That was me. That was my bad. So, but the first part of the show was fire. Honestly, I was having a great time in the first part of the show, and I don't know. And Neve was was great too. I was like really, it worked out great, The cringe part was short, so you didn't care. Yeah, I mean it was interesting. It was interesting. For the mods, you don't have to yell at me. I did in fact forget to put the link over in the mod chat. I'm doing so right now. You don't have to yell at me. It's totally cool. I got you, bros. The fresh link is there. But I really want to apologize to Kat, ZD Den, and there was another good donor last night, and I kind of lost track of who had donated what, and I was just running with the debate because we were having a good time, and I didn't really want money to be the biggest issue in having a great show. And then again, the thing with, and look, love Sarah. Sarah did I thought Sarah did a great job of conversing with the Furby, and I thought that for me it was relatively interesting, but for the chat over here, I don't think it was very interesting. I think on Sarah's channel they probably had a much better time with it. So while I'm neutral on actually having or allowing that discussion to happen, at the same time, it really sucked the momentum out of the show. We lost like 5 panelists during that. And now some of them I expect to lose. Like I don't expect Flo to stay here that long. His personality doesn't really lend itself very well to that sort of thing, just chilling, hanging out in the back. But I had a man. It was like I knew it was going to be a weird show, but it was great. It was great. So, I want to apologize to ZD Den and Kat, and there was another donor last night. I forget which one, but I want to apologize to all of them. That I hope that they feel like they did at least get the debates that they paid for, and the debates that they didn't pay for. Well, I sucked that up. That's no problem. I'll just, it is what it is. I don't know what to do about the furball. Furby is proven to the furball's proven to complain no matter what. I think the thing is the furball can come and talk and hang in chat and snipe from chat or whatever. But I don't think we can let the furball up anymore. The Furby, I think, is not going to debate in good faith. The furball would, yes, it was a Grillipus donode. That's right. It was a drive-by. So I don't think I can let the Furby up to debate anymore. Hey, what's up, effing epic? How you doing, man? And Agrillipus, welcome, buddy. Welcome. I'm glad that you made it back in. I know you got a lot going on tonight, so I appreciate you being here. I don't know, chat. Think about it. Let me know what you think about the Furby. So I'm okay with the Furby being in the chat and sniping from chat and running the mouth and saying that we're unfair and that we're biased. We are biased. 100% we're biased. Everybody's fucking biased. At least we admit the bias. And, we've had several leftists win, right? Make good arguments and win. Whereas we don't see that on as many other channels, right? So, yeah, I think you're right. It doesn't matter. Look, Grillipus is a tremendous supporter of the show. Kat Katibi was on last night. She did a great job. Hopefully she'll jump back in tonight. Really, I told her to do so. I told her to drop by afterwards, but we'll see. We'll see if she comes by. Effing epic.
F Epic donated $20. Super chat. No more Furballs fund.
The No More Furballs Fund. Yeah. No, Silver Ogre. No, that's not what happened. What happened with the Furby? What the Furby did was, from chat, the Furby was claiming that we were biased and all of that nonsense. Even though the Furbies actually won a debate. Now, there was an instance where I feel like the judges, just didn't like the Furby, and that was it. The Furby came up last night and had a 5-minute discussion with Sarah. The Furby was actually kind of tolerable during that, but ultimately it was the Furby was basically like, Sarah, I bring you content, so you should have me on. And I just don't know that we can let the Furby up anymore, right? I mean, drawing the difference between Neve and the Furby, right, is night and day. So Neve was polite and respectful. She debated well. I thought she did a great job, and was not a problem. Furby, that dude is nothing but a problem. Saying that we're biased, saying that the judges suck, saying that the show sucks. And I mean, why do I need that? Not that I need an echo chamber where everybody just says how great I am, but it's good to hear. So, Spaceman, yeah, brother, we did have that. So I talked to Anson the day before, and I thought it was going to be Anson, Cleaner, and Glenn Lawrence. But what happened is Anson didn't show up. And I'm sure that something came up. I don't think he screwed me intentionally. I don't think he screwed me at all, to be honest with you. But and maybe that was my misunderstanding. Maybe he didn't, and maybe I misinterpreted what he was saying, that he would not be here, right? So it's fine, it's fine. But yeah, I try and lock the judges in before the panel kicks off, or even when I actually try and do it through the week. I'm like, hey man, I'm going to need a couple of judges on Friday night, whatever. So yeah, I get that, Smoking Spaceman. At any rate, look, it is what it is. It happened. I'm kind of over it with Furby. I think the chat's right. I think the chat is right about the Furby. I think that's where we're going to go, where I'm going to go. Right? Like, I just don't think I want to. I don't think I want to do that anymore. So, in the chat, the Furby can be there all at once, but I'm not going to. And the Billy thing was nuts. Like, that was absolutely crazy, guys. I mean, what the fuck? Like, I literally had just said, this is a subject that is real easy. And dude's like, bang, bang. And I'm like, fuck. And then he argued with me. But he was drunk. So, I don't know. Cat GPT, I think you do okay. So I think you do fine. I don't, you're much better. Anson is unreliable. Anson, what happened last night, buddy? Did you have a date? Anson is Anson's a great human being. I know that he yells at he kind of comes off and he trolls a shitload, but Anson's actually a good dude. So Kat, why don't you come up and hang out and just chat for a little while? I won't let Anson up. He did probably have an emergency on him. Darth Grumpy Dad, no shit, man. I was been watching that and I'm like, why the fuck is that going on? And it's just the same shit over and over. You know, what's interesting is that tomfoolery is, I don't really have like a whole lot of things. You know, I don't have a lot of things I feel like that we necessarily agree on, and we probably get close. We're not agreeable. And I was like agreeing with him the whole time over there on Fatty. Like he was kind of tearing Fatty up. Like it was left on left violence, bro. Like it was like, what the hell? So yeah. We can't we can't kick the cat. If you kick cats, you can never sleep again because they'll scratch your eyes out. Isn't it kind of fucked up when you're like rooting for tomfoolery? Is that not weird? I feel like that's weird. All right, where's Cat? Where's Cat GPT? Non-Fon Tom is your goat. Yeah. Like I was rooting for him on that panel. No doubt. Yeah, right. He was the only one using data properly, and he was the only one actually making points. Yeah, don't. Yeah, if you've ever been around farm or barn cats, don't try picking those up, man. Don't try picking those up. You can't chit chat. Oh man, that's terrible. It's very interesting. I've never seen chit chat on my channel. I might tear up or something. Darth Grumpy Dad just became a member. What about that, everybody? We have another member. Yeah, they'll shred something. They'll shred your forearms. What they'll shred. I bet Cat GPT is having a rough night at work. She sounds a little stressed, to be honest. I was hoping she could come up and de-stress and just yell at us for a little while, and that would be fine. We got TTS, ladies and gentlemen.
Donated $10 super chat for the tears.
For the
face
tears.
Emoji.
For the tears. That's right. Yeah, picking up a barn cat is just not advised. It really isn't. Like, and feral cats are worse. It's like that cat that the cat that you see like in the parking lot at the boat ramp or the campground, or you know, coming out of that like really overgrown abandoned house. That's a feral cat. Don't fuck with that cat. That cat's gonna fuck you up. Arthur Daya, I didn't feel like you were bored last night. You're just not chatty. I'll make you chatty. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. For the tears. You're not even at work? Dang. And you're not coming up? Wow. Now both of my feelings. I had 2 remaining feelings left. 2. I had 2 feelings left. And you just jumped right up and down on both of them.
Agrolepolis donated $20. Super chat. Grift is about all I'm good for right about now.
I don't believe that, Agrillipus. You make great comments and have meaningful insights, so I would disagree with that. But I do appreciate the grift. Right, I really do. Actually, I really appreciate it. So, Kat, I was gonna cook dinner tonight. I have steaks ready, some nice New York strips ready to go, and my wife calls me. She took our youngest out to do some shopping and went to a play center somewhere. I don't know. And she calls me, "Hey, you want to come meet us for an early dinner?" And I'm like, I was going to do steaks, but sure, why not? And brought my older son with me. So we all load up. He and I load up into the truck. We head out and go to the barbecue place. And dang it, Kat, that sounds good. We went to the I went to the barbecue place, had barbecue, brisket, and pulled pork, of course. And I'm like stuffed, man. And now I'm gonna have to cook steaks tomorrow. It's such a terrible thing. And yeah. Country fried steak, fried taters, and steamed broccolis. That's not bad. That is not bad. I am more of a green bean or asparagus man myself, but broccoli is not a bad side dish. If you got to have one, broccoli's not bad. Admiral Gibbs is up in the house. What is up, Gibbsy?
Living the dream, do a little this, do a little that. How you doing?
We're having a chill stream. I'm just chilling, talking to the villains out in the chat. We were talking about the debacle that was what was a legendary debate night last night that became kind of a debacle and towards the end and ended up.
Yeah, did it continue after I left?
What's that?
Wait, did you say it continued? I'm sorry, I didn't even know. It was the first time you did what?
Crash a debate where I had to like literally step in, pull one of the guys off, and put him in the back room and be like, "Shut the fuck up."
Is that what happened after I left?
Oh, you missed it. So the drunk dude, that Billy dude, who I was warned is a drunk, right? Like this is all my fault. It's not like
I would hate to see what people say about me.
I mean, you're normally drunk and you handle it.
Nah, I'm not normally drunk. I'm usually just stoned.
This dude was he was drunk, and so he's in a debate with Tyler, and it's like literally like the last debate of the night. And he is it's not even it's kind of relevant to the debate, and I told him beforehand that the topic was about small hats, and it's really, really, really close to TOS. Like, it's so easy to ride over in the TOS that like you have to really like frame your sentences and shit. And
did you say small hats?
Yeah, yeah. The Jays, man, the Jays.
Yeah, you know what I do whenever people start talking about them? I have Javi Navi or whatever like tune queued up, and so anytime they start doing it, I start like dancing and doing the like fucking thing, and that way it's satirical and you're less likely to get in trouble.
So, dude, straight up goes full pew, right? And I'm like everybody, like literally I could see in the back chat everybody's eyes went like, and then so and then he said it again, and I just crashed the debate. And I'm like, I had to put him in the back, and I'm like, guys, man, I mean, it was so terrible. I am really tired of the language restriction, but I mean, I'm on enough list at this moment, right? You're doing a great job, Gibbs. You've watched that video a lot.
I got it down, bro. You should see the foot movement I got. It's really outstanding.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know this, but my dad, when I was younger, he goes, "Son, you ain't too pretty, and you ain't too funny. You better learn to dance." I was like, "All right, that's good advice." I was like, we're gonna learn.
There's some fucking truth to that.
Yeah, and then like when I got older, he's like, "Son, you know, if you get them the toes good, you'll be real good at all them there sports." I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "You know, Matt Leiter, he's a little older than you," and he's like, I don't know, like 8 years older, 10 years older. He's like, "You know what he takes at USC?" I was like, "Well, he takes ballet because they call them twinkle toes." I was like. So I took like ballroom dancing in college and shit.
It's a, I don't know, man. It was like I had not had to actually like basically nuke a stream. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it was rough. It was rough.
The like the language thing, you know, like I have I've not had that problem. You know, maybe because like I like have always gone back to if people like have to revert back to like using the slur or like using like stereotypical like race or like sexist or whatever things, then they're just like low IQ. And what I mean by that is that like it's when I can insult you and you want to kill me because I've insulted you so bad to the bone and I won't have once used a slur, right? And so
right.
People will be like, "Oh, this fat, you know, slur, whatever, piece of shit," and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, well that's great," and then you just like roast them, and then like they're real mad, and I'm like, it shows a sign of like low intelligence.
Big mad.
Yeah, big mad. So
as my kid says, he big mad.
Yeah, I start fucking hearing the Tashiki 6ix9ine song in the background. How do you feel about being the biggest snitch in the world? I don't know. I feel like Batman. You know, like
yeah. Right. Yeah. It was weird because we lost like 5 or 6 debaters over the course of which I've never really done that before. Right. And
about those, I don't know if those other guys joined. I saw they were like in my chat and asking to get in, and they've like chatted like 3 times total. And every time they chat, there's like a bunch of new people that show up. So I'm always like,
yeah,
sus, you know.
Yeah, I got your DM, man. I was like, you were like, "Hey, those guys want to come in. I don't know who the fuck they are."
Yeah, but like it's like you do the open panel thing, like, but it's also like, you know, we're conservatives. We got people that'll come on and just like,
oh, dude,
take you out.
Glenn's channel's been getting p-bombed like he's had like 2 or 3 instances where, and that's one of the reasons why I make people cam up. That's why the moderators. That's one of the reasons why I vet people over in Discord.
Yeah, you have to. Right. I mean, Qbot on her server, she's literally got like 6 rooms, and it's just like because they do the Gauntlet dating show, and it's like 4 hours long, and she'll have like 6 rooms of 12 people, and then you have to pass in each room if you get approved, and then like okay, then you can move to the next one. So you have to pass 5 different mods like approval before she'll like even let you get on the show. I'm like, man, you got a goddamn system over here, bro.
Well, and I have, that's kind of my system. Like you don't know this because you've always been invited, but if you just ask in the chat, if you want to get on here, you have to go to my Discord, join my Discord, and then the mods, if we don't know you, the mods are supposed to vet you. They're supposed to add, like, hey, I don't need like real name or anything, but where are you coming from? How do you, how'd you hear about it or whatever? And so the, and that's my normal thing. Now on Fridays, as Spaceman's saying, he thinks I may change the format of how Friday shows go. So I'm busy on the Friday. I know I don't look busy on the Friday night show, but I'm like super busy because I literally I have all of you guys on a dump button ready to just dump the entire stream like instantly. You're muted, brother, or you're not talking to your mom.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, absolutely. I mute. I was over here coughing. I try to like mute, and so I'm not blowing people's eardrums out while I'm coughing up along.
But yeah, I'm like ready to. I'm like ready to dump basically the entire back room out, and I'm ready. It's like. because so far I've been really lucky, and but yeah, you're right, and but I'm more concerned about when I'm just having like people just come up that I may not know, or may be able to kind of hide who they are in chat or whatever, and then they go over and get a link from a moderator. I won't do what, Sage? I need a TOS agreement sheet for them to agree to on your. I might need. Yeah, I probably do.
On your Discord for sure. You definitely need a thing in your Discord. I need to like redo mine. I like have a guy that helped me set it all up, and he's been busy, and I haven't been like Nova, I need you.
Your buddy Sage is here.
Hey, I met him the same day you met Sage.
Oh, I thought he was your buddy. No. Okay.
Right. Yeah. I mean, he's been cool. He popped in my Discord and was talking and arguing with some people the other day.
Yeah.
I like when people argue and like a respectful, like, I mean, like, I don't mind if people call each other dumbasses and idiots and shit, like, my Discord or my chat, but like the minute it becomes like malicious and we're like, now we're making like ad homs like directly at you, like, fuck your butt, like, that's when I'm like, no.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't mind, like, people think I'm a dumbass.
I wouldn't dump everyone right now. Right. Because we're not on a debate night. I'm not worried about Gibbs P-bombing me. Right. Like the only way you get up here tonight is if I personally invite you.
Yeah, you have to pay me to see my penis.
Yeah. Yeah, also I do need to pay you actually.
For my penis. That's a joke.
Gibbs is an idiot, not an idiot.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Okay. Fair enough. So,
that's the idiot to you guys.
Yeah, that's true. So, you were busy earlier. What were you doing?
I was watching SummerSlam. By the way, great SummerSlam. If you like wrestling, WWE is in a golden era right now, storytelling wise. Good stuff. They did have one storyline that I wasn't really happy with the outcome, but not like 90% overall. Pretty good today. I'm pretty excited for tomorrow's SummerSlam.
Yeah. Vibe, what's up, buddy? It's a chill stream. If you want the link, I'll send it to you. If you want to jump up and just chill, but we're not debating. We're bullshitting. This is bullshit night. That's why Gibbs is the master. So that's why he's here.
I'm very good at bullshitting. It's really my only talent.
It's your redeeming quality.
It's my redeeming quality, yeah. No, that's not my redeeming quality for the women, but it's the redeeming quality for everybody else.
Right? Yeah, like everybody else is like your buddy because you've been able to master that. So, what do you think about last night, Gibbs? I don't know if you heard my ranting earlier, but what do you think?
Well, all right. This is going to be a little rich coming from me. Right. Let me just preface my thoughts. Right. All right. Sure. I, for one, am not one to steer clear of drama. I've had my own share of drama over the years. Like I've had Halo drama.
I already knew that about you.
Yeah. I if I don't like you, you're going to know about it, right? Like, we're not hiding, And then I've had different outcomes. I've had outcomes where me and the person just agreed to leave each other alone. I've had outcomes where, like, it's like Connor and me, where I'm like, fuck that fucking bitch in the hill he rode in on. I hope, like, all sorts of bad things happen. All this stuff.
You do grind an axe.
Yeah, listen, I fucking hate that piece of shit. But, like, I cannot state that enough. But, like, my point is I've had like these different outcomes in my life, right? Yeah. And so when I go on these shows, like it's one thing, it's always one thing with your own drama, but even on like in drama when I've had it on Twitch and YouTube and shit, I like generally people know that if I'm doing some kind of drama thing related, it's like an outlier, right? Like it's an outlier thing. Mm-hmm. It's not my general content. My stances, etc. However, I like last night. Maybe it's because it wasn't drama I was involved in, so I was just like, I don't give a shit. But two, like that's a big one, right? Like, and I mean, I feel like that's with everybody. If it's drama you don't care about,
I feel like that's everybody. If it's not my drama, I give zero fucks.
Or if it's drama like about people, like I don't know, I'm like I don't know who the fuck these people are. Like I find out all the time. People are like, oh, Gibbs, so and so. I'm like, no idea. And I look them up, and they got like 4 million followers or whatever. And I'm like, oh, maybe I should. And it's like, y'all mentioned Crucible people. I don't know any
Yeah,
of
I
these.
do.
Nobody can call me an orbiter. I don't fucking know any of the Crucible people.
Yeah, no, you're definitely not a Crucible. I think
Right.
it's funny that you get called a Crucible orbiter. Actually, that's one of
don't
the
think-
biggest things that makes me giggle every single time somebody says it. Every time somebody says, well, Gibbs is just a Andrew Wilson ball washing Crucible orbiter. That,
I don't think we agree
and
on
I'm like,
philosophically.
where the fuck do you get that from?
Yeah, I don't think we get much off. Like, I mean, honestly, like he's an ethno bro, right? Like, I'm not really. Like, but I mean, we have probably some similar political takes, right? We probably fall on the same side, but like, not really, right? But like, actually, I don't feel like I've been called that too often, but it has happened a few times. You know, I got called a Wick orbiter, Wick Destiny orbiter once, and then they both were like, "No, he's definitely his own thing." Y'all did that the other night. He's definitely his own thing, and it's like, yeah, I come from Halo, but it's like I don't care about this drama. I don't know these people, but I will say this. It was like everybody wanted to fight last night, and it was like we're not getting any debate, and we're only getting drama. Like, if we're gonna do drama, we just need to change the show and let everybody know the debate's over, and we're doing drama now because first it was whatever you had going on, like, and then it was whatever Sarah and fucking Furby had going on, and then it was fucking 10th Planet bitch jitsu fucking arguing about That's an MMA joke for guys that follow MMA. You'll know that. You'll get that joke. It was a good one, by the way. And then he was bitching about the judging, and then like other people were bitching, and I was just like,
honestly, there were a lot of salty tears last night. So yeah, and you know what? Silver Ogre probably has a point. There are people that get you and Rob Noor confused because you're both bearded, white male conservatives.
Yeah, I would look white.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's really funny about that is I'm not white enough for the white people. And by the white people, I don't mean the normal white people. I mean the racists. And then I'm not brown enough for the Mexicans. So, like, it's like you're catching it from both ends here. Like, if the Mexicans take over and they're starting the racist camp, they're putting me in the camps. The white people do. They're getting me in round 3 or 4, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, people are like, oh, Gibbs is racist. I'm like, no. I'm the one who's going to be fucked faster than any of y'all. I don't know what y'all are talking about. I got stuff they can take away. You don't got nothing they can take away.
Yeah. I was there the night that Furby got bounced. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought it was really fucking great when Furby got bounced, to be honest. It was a long time coming. So there you go.
I don't know anything about that. But yeah. You cut out there.
Thank you, sir.
What'd you say?
Agrolopolis donated $20. Super chat.
Thank you. Appreciate that, brother Agrolopus.
Oh, you know what I need you to send me more than I need you to even send me the winnings? I need you to send me the address for that fucking venue.
I know.
Yeah.
Nate says you're paler than me. Oh,
that's true.
I'm part Indian, so most actual white people are a lot paler than I am.
Well, also, I have this fucking bright ass light on, and not that it's gonna. Then I turn it off, I'll be translucent, so you'll be able to see my veins.
That's fine. We don't need to see that.
Yeah.
Agrippas, I hope you feel better, man. I'm sorry that you're having a reaction to your medication, and I hope you feel better. Dude, it was just weird. It's been a weird fucking week, man. We're gonna have to come out strong into next week and make some shit happen. Nate says it was a joke. You're cool. Gibbs is cool, actually.
I wasn't offended.
It actually takes a lot to offend Gibbs. I've tried a couple of times. I think that actually, so the first night that I was on Prime's panel, right? Like I had seen you, but I hadn't actually like interacted with you. And you and I went at each other pretty hardcore. And I liked it a lot. I thought it was great. And then now everybody just basically it's every time I go on Prime Kai, I know for a fact that it's literally going to be everybody but so Fabian Liberty, what's the other guy's name?
Lactoid.
Lactoid, thank you. I can never remember Lactoid. Lactoid, and you. It's going to be you three if you happen to be there, and me, and then literally everybody else against us. And the thing is like a lot of it is just, it's just for some reason, maybe it's my face. They just seem to come at me hardcore.
What you know what I think it is? It's the lived experiences, right? Like I think is very different, you know. So like I've talked to Prime, you know, nice guy. I will give Prime credit. He does have conservatives on, you know, and conservatives.
Yeah.
But
and he doesn't mute us a lot. I mean,
yeah, he might mute sometimes, but like
he's muted me.
But yeah, I wouldn't. He doesn't like mute unfairly. Generally, like I mean, every once in a while, you know, maybe he gets fired up on an issue, but whatever. I mean, you know, I'm sure we all do. But anyway, I've talked to him, and I've talked to like Ollie, and I've talked to a couple, and it's just like their lived experience is so drastically different than mine. And they'll like tell me, all right, Kel's a good example. Kel, like the other day when you and I were talking to him, was telling us these problems, and it's just like, okay, you don't even have to take our solutions that we're giving you, but there's about 15 other solutions that'll solve the, like we had IPA in chat, and he was like, oh, well, I do sell cars. You don't do the cash car thing like they're saying, but do XYZ, which would also have solved her problem, right? And it's like, why aren't you doing any of these litany of solutions? Instead, we're at like here. And then so you ask me for advice, and then we give it to you, and it doesn't go well. It's like, well, because you've already gone this far down this path, you know, you gotta stick with what you've done.
It is. That's true. And you know, the thing is that like Ollie sits there and laughs. You give him facts and he literally just laughs. And I'm like, why are you laughing? You were fucking wrong. Like you're like, why are you laughing about this? This is terrible. And so I'll get to Silver Ogre in a minute. So the last two TDS, that's the Sage and Cold Beer, still have something over losing their. I'm assuming it's going to be Cope after losing their debate online. It is like how terminally ill online do you have to be for it to affect your mental state in real life? You can ask Sage. Sage is in the chat right now, I think, so he can let you know about that. Mullet Baby 01. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. That was a great comment. And Gibbs, my buddy Silvar Ogre says they are taking out their daddy issues on Grid because he's got that experienced dad energy. That's pretty fucking funny.
Your dad won over here, bro.
Apparently, I am dad one now. Between Doomer and Kel, I have been renamed, and I'm actually having more people saying that. I thought it was very funny.
It's a solid meme for sure.
Kat, I think Jake has debated Destiny today. I saw him online somewhere a few minutes ago, but I didn't get a chance to grab him and ask him about it. So sorry about that. Michelle, if you'd like, you can come on up and chill out with us and hang out if you feel up to it. If not, that's perfectly fine. You want to see Gibbs and counterpoints in a ring boxing, not debating. I think Connor actually works out. Like I think he's probably. I think that's what's affecting him is that he's a. I'm looking for the right word.
A bitch. That's the right word.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I mean. The problem is that
baby back bitch.
Baby back bitch. The problem is he probably beat me in a boxing match. I have a wrestling background.
Yeah,
and I'm all metal, so at this point, most people could probably beat me up.
Yeah, that's it's some people are designed for physical violence and some people aren't.
Well, I was until I did too much physical violence, and so my strategy when I was doing MMA, wrestling, all this was like, I know I'm never going to be the most athletic.
Yeah.
Right. I know I'm not going to be the most skilled. So I can focus on cardio. I know y'all don't believe it now because I'm fat, but cardio. And then I could just do toughness. And that works good until you're 10 fights deep and, you've destroyed, every fucking ligament you have in your knee and, Your fucking feet look like just fucking crushed powder. I got knobs on my feet. I can't even pull up my I got knobs on my feet that are this big from where I've had them broken so many times.
I've never broken a bone, bro.
Oh yeah, it's just literal knobs on each foot that are, look like fucking.
It's not for lack of trying. I just haven't been able to do it. Mr. said that Connor's been a lefty long enough for the soy salad to infiltrate his bones. So I got money on Gibbs. I mean, that's a solid point. That's a solid point.
Yeah, he's already challenged. Told me he'd beat my ass if he ever saw me in person. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm just gonna laugh. I would just be like laughing in his face as he's punching me.
Yeah. Well, I think the best thing about Connor is the way he seethes. He just, you know, he's so angry, and he just seethes, and he wants to just rip your head off, but he can't. But he wants to.
Well, he also like. He has this like image. This is what I think it is partially. Is he's been the like token righty for these like DGG guys for so long, right? And then finally, like right leaning people returned to the commentary and debate space, right? And when you like put him next to like any of us, it's blatantly obvious he's not a righty. So his grift is like tainted. And then he like not only that, I represent like the inverse of everything he wants. He wants like white Christian values, but with like you know, with his little Nazi slant, and then he wants, you know, liberal commie bullshit and align with it, right? He wants this like authoritarian socialist government, you know, kind of bullshit, right? And then, you know, you compare it to us, and I'm over here like degeneracy is good, conservative economics is good. Fuck your grandma and her Medicaid problems. I don't give two fucks, you know. And he's over here like having a mental breakdown. How can anybody think this shit? You know.
What do you think about what do you think about what's going on with the debate con, and you know, who's going to be there? Who do you think is going to be there besides? I mean, obviously, I think Andrew's debating somebody big. I'm not really sure who, but he's debating somebody big. And
I don't know. You're the one who gave me the info, but I tell you this, I've got some pretty big names that want to go.
I know you and I need to talk more about that, and I will send you all of the information. So
yeah, and like I've already talked to a couple of them. They're like highly interested. I am a big boy answer.
Yeah. Need it to happen in a good way. So
I mean, and they would be good because they're not even, if they're not on like y'all's official list or whatever the official con list is, they would definitely be looking to make content there, right? And if you're already talking about shows.
Well, I've got a studio rented. I'm looking for a bigger one. I should have actually heard back yesterday, but I may have. I was busy like running around all day yesterday. So we'll see what Monday brings. We'll see.
Yeah, just let me know. And the minute I know, I'm going to book stuff.
Yeah, I got you, man. I got you. So
I'm assuming the studio is close to the
everything's close to everything in Nashville. What's up, Mikey Balls? Good to see you, man.
Not like here in Texas where everything's 45 minutes from everywhere.
Yeah. Where your neighbor's driveway is 45 minutes down the road.
I mean, I live in the city. I have like my house in the ranch, but then I'm building a new house. But I fucking live in my like in the city at my house right now, right? And yeah, I live in a suburb. You know, there's a guy like 50 feet that way. But like, if I want to go downtown, it's a 30-minute drive. If I want to go like, you know, anywhere, it's 15 minutes minimum. Like,
yeah. So when I was in Texas last, it was really interesting. Is once you got outside of the city, everything is nuts. And I remember there was a it's not on there anymore, but there was a shooting range on this property. Now this is a ranch, and they actually have oil wells too, and all of the roads have been built by the oil company. So there are all these really nice, well-tended gravel roads. And from the front gate back to where the range was 3 miles. And you never left the property. You were on their property the whole time. It was crazy, man. It was like, how big is this place exactly? It was big. What's up, Non-Fon? How you doing, buddy?
What's up? I'm good now. My audio is messed up, and I'm back.
Yeah, that happens. That's like the bane of a streamer's life is audio. Like videos usually like that doesn't matter, but audio just is like, what the? Some days it works, and some days it's just like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I know.
So
I'm pretty sure Gibbs actually does have opinions on his grid. Okay, so I saw someone mention this in your chat earlier. Do either of you I defend the firing of the BLS commissioner?
I actually, somebody sent me an article about that I haven't read yet, and that was a Biden hire, right? Wasn't that a Biden guy?
There was a Biden appointee, yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm not up to speed on it. What do you got? What do you know about it?
Yeah, the July jobs report came out. Trump didn't like it. He said he accused him of faking the numbers with no evidence and fired her.
Okay.
We'll say this. I don't know too much, right? But about this, I'm reading it now, you know. But if this is the same commissioner that had been putting out the numbers saying, "Oh, how wonderful they've been doing," and then every 3 months later we find out the job numbers were fucked and they were just lying the whole time. Well, how come is it suddenly they're putting out the job numbers saying that we're fucked, and then like we're getting job numbers from other places that are saying we're good? It's kind of like the opposite is happening now. So like, I don't know. It seems like maybe it's like a political person in there.
First of all, I don't really think that's true. Like the typical pattern under Biden was also job revisions moving downward, right? Like that's typically what you saw under Biden as well. It's not like they've started moving like the opposite direction or whatever with that. There were some revisions under Biden where the job numbers went up or whatever, but it doesn't there's no, you would actually need evidence that one, like she was responsible for it, and like you just don't have that. Like you.
Well, I mean, if you're head of something like that, like anytime something goes wrong, you're going to get fired, whether you were involved with it or not.
No, what do you mean? Trump fired her because he didn't like the results of these numbers. He had no like actual reason or need to fire her. I mean, this is a totally normal thing that you would expect.
I'm sure that there's potential to be there, but I mean, does he need any other reason to fire her?
Not legally, but it's still a fucked up thing to do.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you've noticed this, not fun, but Trump's a dick, and he fires people because they don't perform the way he thinks they should be performing. He did it in his business. He did it on a TV show, and he's doing it now.
In this case, the performing the way she wants him to perform is simply putting out better numbers, right? Contrary to her role as a leader of a,
I don't know. I can't make a claim one way or the other. I'm just saying that if he, so I'm trying to put my space in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I hire somebody, right, or let me actually, I'll give you a real world example. So I'm about to buy this business, right, and one of the employees I know we're going to keep. The rest of them, we're going to probably give them a couple of months to see if they mesh and they work with the people we're going to hire or bring in. And if they don't, I'm just going to fucking fire them. I don't need a reason to fire them. I'm just going to walk in and I'm going to say, "Hey, I'm sorry. Here's your last check. Take a walk." And maybe that's where we're at. Trump's been in like what we're at 250 days. We're at 250 days, and this is somebody else's hire, and it's maybe he's gonna. I don't know. I don't know because I haven't read about it. I'm telling you what I would do.
Okay, if Biden were to fire the head of the BLS or really any other agency because they were doing their job and simply put out numbers that Biden didn't like because, let's say, they show the economy. You literally said you don't know why he fired this person. It appears to be X, but you don't know that. What I did? He said on Truth Social, "I fired this woman because the job numbers are rigged." Like, what do you mean?
Did he said that? Okay, cool. Then maybe he believes that. I don't know.
He
Is
might
it
believe
wrong
doesn't
for him
make
to
it
do
true.
that? Is it wrong for him if he believes that to fire her?
Yeah,
Why?
because you shouldn't believe in bullshit.
Well, hold on. Okay, let me just.
But if he believes it,
Well, hold on. If I come in, I'm gonna try a different rule, right? I come in, and I've said for a while the jobs reports are bullshit, which is pretty much what all the Republicans were saying, right? And this person's been the head of the Department of Bullshit for the last 6 months in this regard, right? Then I come in and I'm saying everything's going good. Most economists are saying, hey, these are going way better than expected. I literally saw Bill Maher the other night talking about how outstanding it is. We can't sit here keep going Trump economy bad, yada yada.
give me 1 sec, Gibbs. Let me just. I hate to interrupt you here, but Socrates. If we don't know you, so the way that you joined this stream, and since I don't personally know you and you don't have a way to get a hold of me, you need to go over to my Discord. One of the mods will link it. You go to the tab there that says waiting room and you say, hey, I'd like a link to come on the panel or the show. And they will vet you. They're going to ask you a few questions probably, or maybe they know who you are. And they'll be like, oh yeah, it's old Socrates. Yeah, come on up. Whatever it is. It's kind of like getting past the bouncer in a club. And then you get the link and they'll give you the link. You come up and we put you up there.
Yeah, I've interacted with him before. I think Non-Fon's interacted with him before as well. But he, yeah. So
I don't know him. So
yeah. That's what I was telling. Anyway, so yeah, what I'm saying though is like, so if you've had this person who's put out these numbers that everybody's been saying it's shenanigans, right? And then we see a lot of economists. We've seen Bill Maher admit that it's like actually doing well. We're seeing, I know you're not in favor of the tariffs making money, but a lot of people are like pro the tariffs making money. We're seeing like, let's go with results that look good, but they're from the alt sources. We'll go with alt sources. I know how much y'all like that. That are compared to what people are saying is the mainstream sport. And then this person comes out and puts out a job report saying everything's terrible after it looks like all this other info is saying it's good. And then they've been the person that's head of the Department of Bullshit. I don't really feel like I have a problem with them firing them. But also, thank you so much for the raid and the sub, Sadie.
Cat
Okay, so
GPT, you can't be a bouncer. You weigh 110 pounds, if that. So I don't know what world you think you're a bouncer in. What are you like in kindergarten? Maybe with kindergartners, maybe you can bounce kindergartners. But yeah.
Okay, so for one, like a lot of those reasons that people like were saying, oh, the Trump economy actually isn't that bad, just went away because of this job revision. That's why Trump fired the fucking person, because he didn't like the job revisions, because they showed his economy was not doing as well as we thought it was. Like, so that's number one. But number two, it's not like I don't know what these alt sources are you're talking about. I mean, I guess we have we do have like private sources of payroll data, but those aren't like significantly better than the public sources.
What if he had just come out and said, they're a Biden appointee, I'm just firing them because fuck them?
That'd be, honestly, I think that'd be less bad than.
Okay, fair enough. All right, at least that's. I'll accept that opinion. That's at least fair. I don't know. I feel like I'm seeing plenty of sources that are saying, like the other day I posted an article in that group chat we're in on phone, and it was like, oh yeah, iCal kept going, oh, it says long tail risk is going to increase because we're actually in a boom, and I'm like, what level of like negativity or pessimism do you have to be in that a boom is now seen as an indicator that we're more likely going to get a long tail risk, as opposed to like a boom being a good thing? Like, it's just like the ludicrous nature of some of these. It's like always looking for the evil, or always looking for the bad, like despite like indicators that things are going good. That's maybe where I'm at on this. It's like I don't want to say TDS, but it does feel like it's some level of, no matter what he does, like this guy could cure cancer tomorrow, and they'd be like, oh, well, those cancer voters are just going to vote Trump now. That's terrible of him.
I mean, I can't speak for exactly what iCal said, but like I mentioned earlier,
I'm not asking you.
These like job revisions give us a reason to believe, another reason to believe, like this is not a boom we're experiencing, right? Because it seems like private sector employment is like near flat, and like we did see, like GDP is still below trend, or below the projected trend. That's partially because in the first quarter we had negative growth, right? Like we literally saw a contraction.
I mean, I don't know about that. Grant, what are your thoughts?
Oh, I don't know, man. I kind of like, this is a chill stream tonight, so I'm kind of like disengaged. I'm just like, oh, fuck it, I don't care. You guys can argue. I'm happy with you guys arguing. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to look into this more. This is the first time hearing about it. I've been kind of out of the news cycle this week because I've been working on my PC, and I'm hoping to get back into it fully next week.
We have Socrates. I believe this is the first time Socrates TV has been on the show. Welcome, sir. This is a chill night. So while I'm open to anyone. Kind of, you guys can debate and argue and yell at you. You can even throw things at each other if you want to, but do it in a chill manner. Okay, can we do that? All right,
we can definitely do that.
Can I at least get the just concession of if what I'm saying is true, that Trump fired someone because she put out numbers that Trump did not like, that would be a bad thing?
If that is the case, I would assume that it's a bad thing. But again, I don't have any issue with someone firing somebody because honestly, if he just walked in and said, I don't like your face and I don't believe anything you tell me, and he fired her, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think I would be okay with that, but I think that'd be less bad than firing someone because you don't like them and they're from the previous appointment.
I fired people. I fired
less bad than firing someone because they put out numbers that didn't reflect what you want them to reflect, right? That said that your economy is doing worse than what you thought it would be, right?
Yeah, maybe but he didn't say that. He says the numbers are rigged, which means he thinks that someone's messing with him. You're reading an awful lot into things.
I'm really not. The Trump had no problem with her until this recent jobs report, and he said, now the numbers are rigged, right?
Okay, all right. Socrates, what do you think? You're new. What's up?
I literally don't know anything about this story. I'm sure it's like
I don't either. I'm just I don't give a shit.
I'm sure it's at will employment. That's what I've worked on, like every job where it's like I can fire you anytime for whatever. I mean, obviously,
you look like you've worked in corporate America. I bet you've been fired when you really shouldn't have been fired.
I've never been fired. I've been laid off.
Okay.
I've been not hired after like an internship, and then look at the CEO from like a friend who knows him and be like, I'm okay not having dealt with this bullshit.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
Do we think it's important that like the Federal Reserve, the government in general, and like a bunch of private institutions have knowledge about things to BLS measures like inflation and unemployment?
Sober, realistic look at what's going on.
Well, but I literally don't know anything about. Well, you know what they say. There's liars.
More about the story to understand this part. I'm just asking: do you think it's important that institutions like the Federal Reserve, like the government, should have access to non-politically biased statistics like inflation and unemployment?
Well, that's really the problem is how you skew the inflation and unemployment and like what, right? Like, like there's all these different like factors when you look into it, and there's that age-old expression. There's liars, damn liars, and statistics, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, this is kind of the thing. I've seen like lots of reports indicating economic growth. We've seen economic growth in areas we need. We've seen downsides in areas I personally benefited in areas like whatever, like in due to some of the tariffs and like regards to beef and all sorts of stuff in regards to how our trade deals worked out with Europe, right? Well, I look at this and it's kind of like people like, oh well, we're looking at one thing and it's bad when it's like, well, somebody might be suffering here, but other people are doing good. Do you remember when Biden told all those oil workers just to go find new jobs? Like, it was that bad then? No, it wasn't bad then for y'all. Everybody was like, yeah, it's good, and like now Trump is telling green farmers to do that, like change new jobs.
Right. So like the reason people would say that's good is because there's externalities associated with that, right? Like we don't actually think like it's good when people lose their jobs. We think it's good when we move away from oil. And unfortunately that does come at a cost of some people losing their jobs, right? But Biden, like Biden focused on, like he said, like solar was going to create a ton of jobs. And to some extent, I don't know the numbers, but to some extent it probably did. But look, like the baseline question I'm asking, like set aside how we skew the numbers or whatever. Do we just like generally think it's important to have like an independent agency that collects these statistics so both the Federal Reserve, the government, and businesses can base their decisions off of that?
This is for like basic kind of economic job numbers, whatever stuff like that.
This is for So like the BLS, like the big things the BLS does is their like unemployment rate, CPI, and like the monthly like payroll stuff.
I mean, you're talking about the Federal Reserve, right? For like a lot of this, is that what you're talking about?
Well, the Federal Reserve does rely on like some of the unemployment data that the BLS provides.
Okay. Well, would you say the Federal Reserve is an independent organization?
Yeah, meant to be at least. Yeah, yes.
Meant to be, but do they have political appointments?
That doesn't make it not an independent agency. But
Oh,
obviously they have.
absolutely.
Obviously
It
they
absolutely
have.
makes it not an independent agency. Like right there,
You
you can't have.
you don't think that when I say independent agency, I mean it doesn't operate at the whim of the executive, right? And you have like the president.
I understand what you mean.
Like I said earlier.
I think that
I
the
believe-
problem is there's a disconnect what like people on the right think an independent agency is and what like people on the left are arguing, right? Like I would argue an independent agency is like it has no government oversight, no government appointees.
Okay,
Right.
so this is something I've always been super curious. Can you go into that and explain? So my background, I'm a lefty, whatever. So I have my view of how government or government agencies or whatever should operate. But like, I would love to hear more of what like.
You're a member
heard
of
this
Fabian
description
Liberty's. You're a member on Fabian Liberty.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But
You know what? I got to calm down. I got my dog is literally beating on my door, so I let her into the house. I have to go let her into the house, which is going to take me a minute since I'm not anywhere near the house. You guys have fun, be cool, and don't ban anybody.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get as bad. I'm not that worried about it. Yeah, I mean, so when we're talking about like an independent agency, like
what are the core features that makes that like legit, like good independent agency? Like what does that take?
Why is it good or why?
No. Like I don't mean like why is it good to be independent, but like what makes it independent in the way that like that you mean that's like
so like I would say like if the Federal Reserve had no appointments and it had no like oversight by the government whatsoever, so like they were completely funded by the independent means, whether that's like people donating, whether that's like a private company owns them, whether they're like a nonprofit.
If a private company owns them, isn't that like?
Well, it's independent.
I'm sorry. This is my like
government at that
maybe
point,
lefty
right?
perspective.
Yeah,
it's
not the government.
That's not
though.
independent.
But the Federal Reserve does have people from private banks that like own the regional banks, right? Like the regional banks have governors that are from private banks and stuff. Like,
but they still have like the political like appointees and the political oversight, which is the big problem, right? Like it's say like I don't necessarily trust like say like Exxon, for example, decided they were going to have the Green Energy Committee, right? Now, okay, and Exxon owned a country. Let's just say they fucking took over Somalia tomorrow, and now we have the country of Exxon. Right?
Solid work.
Yeah, right. You wouldn't trust Exxon's independent green government independent agency, right? Because obviously Exxon's going to want to go strip the mine for oil or whatever the fuck, how they get oil, frack, right? But if they're like, oh well, we only appointed some people to this committee from the Somalian independent population, they're from the Somalian University or whatever. We appointed these, but they're not oversight. That's not independent to me. Now, if Exxon owned fucking Somalia and say Walmart came over and was like, well, we're gonna fucking provide funding for a nonprofit to study the impact of green shit. That's different.
Hold on a second, Gibbs. Apparently, we're getting raided by the Powdered Dusty. Thank you so much, Flow State. Ooh. If you'd like a link, let me know. You can pop on up. This is getting way too close, like an actual debate. So, I just don't care. It's wrong night for that. Come back.
I feel that.
Socrates, why did you jump up? What you were up there?
Yeah, I mean, I saw you guys chilling. I've chatted with Gibbs before. The times that I've jumped into more right-wing spaces, which I'm sorry, that was my like initial. If I misjudge that or I presume.
No, I am right-wing. I'm a constitutional conservative.
But I feel like generally when I jump into those spaces, they're very curious if there's like a lefty who can be chill and express themselves without yelling cancellation.
Non-fun's trying. This is about as chill as I've seen him. So.
But they're usually very interested in hearing like, okay, what is like a lefty person like who's not rabid, frothing at the mouth, yelling at somebody on Twitter. Like, what do they actually think about things? What are their values?
We've got a guy like that named Tyler, and he would normally be on, but he just got married. So I'm certain there's some things going on tonight that.
But yeah, if there's things you're curious about a Lefty perspective, if you want to,
sure,
ask me, like, okay, I've heard about this shit. Like, what's the deal with this bullshit? Like, I talked to somebody who is you can look on my YouTube. I did like we probably spent like 20 hours discoursing. Me with like a Christian nationalist guy. I talked him through. You've heard of like that whatever tampon Tim.
Yes.
Okay. You've heard that term where it's like, oh, why is this crazy ass governor putting fucking tampons in the boys' room in high schools? And I talked him through it, and I'm like, look, so I know you don't agree with like trans stuff, whatever. I know you don't think that that's legit, but there are people who are in high school who are female who consider themselves boys, and they go to the boys' room and they need tampons because they have periods, and so they take the tampons and they use them. And it's like, whatever you think about the, like the ideology of that, that's like practically speaking why that happened. You can think it's bullshit, but like, it's not crazy that they did that. There's like a reason for it. It's not like a stroke. They just had a stroke, and so they just started talking like, whatever.
Sure.
So that's the kind of thing that like I can break down. Like, here's
you agree with that line of logic there.
I mean, maybe that's an example to start with. I don't know if
that's kind of a we'll go with it, man. We'll go with it.
Yeah.
We're gonna let you're new here. Sorry, do you have a show, or do you?
Yeah. Do you so I stream on Twitch. I stream on I haven't streamed on YouTube yet, but I generally like put kind of like cut down nicer pieces on YouTube.
Okay.
If you want me to paste that anywhere, I'm happy to.
If you just at some point, all you got to do is just say something in the chat, and the mods will grab your channel, and they'll. We have a thing here on my channel where if you are a guest here ever, and you happen to be here, we promote your channel.
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah.
You post a link, tell people to go over there. So it's rising tide, all boats.
I appreciate that. Yeah. That's kind of like old school Twitch politics, where like we'd really like cross promote hard, like try to build each other's audience.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think about fishing? Do you go fishing much?
I've gone fishing. I've gone fishing like in Maine. I went fishing in LA with like my cousin and my uncle. My cousin caught a fucking stingray.
I've tried
this guy. Damn,
son.
Sky. I don't.
Are you a fisherman, non-fun? You giggled when I said that. Are you a fisherman?
No.
Are you an outdoors guy at all?
Kind of. I wouldn't say I'm an outdoors guy, but like I go camping with my family sometimes. Like,
gotcha.
I go on a walk around the lake I'm near every day. That's about.
Gotcha.
You'll get a kick out of this, Grid. You know Skyana, by chance?
Who?
Skyana? No? Yes? No?
I've heard of that person. I don't.
Anyway, yeah, she's cool. Sorry, whatever. I was talking to them, and they were like, "Well, I want to go catch alligator gar in Texas. Can we do that?" I was like, "Yeah, that's really easy. We just go down to the house and we go pop those out." But I was trying to convince her to go shark fishing with me at TwitchCon the day before. I was like, that'd be go fun. Yeah, I really want to go get a beach shark. I don't know. I know they got Makos off the coast. I wouldn't mind going and catching and tagging a Mako in like a deep sea expedition. That'd be kind of fun. I caught a big ass like 10-foot hammerhead not too long ago in Corpus.
You caught a hammerhead? Mm-hmm. That's insane.
They got the great hammerheads down there. My buddy got like the Texas record. It was like.
Non-fun, are you coming to DebateCon?
When is that? Is that
November the 15th and 16th in Nashville?
Maybe actually.
You should do that.
I hadn't heard of it till now, but Nashville's not that far away from me, I guess.
Yeah. Also, I'm having just to remind my chat and anyone else who happens to be in the area, I will be having a get together for my group of people, and we're going to have some debates live on air Friday night. We will do live in-person IRL debating. It's pre-gaming for modern day debate. The modern day debate happens Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday. It's a toss up. We might do a range day. Might take everybody out and let you do some shooting, shoot some guns, do some cool stuff, and then debate that evening if you hang around to Monday. But it just depends on what people's schedules are. So anyway, I go fishing a lot. I'm out on the lake a ton this time of year. I get up at like 4:30 in the morning. I'm on the water by 5:30, and
but noodling, you want to go noodling, Grid?
No, I'm not a weirdo.
I literally just found out what that was the other day from like a YouTube short.
Yeah, we go catch catfish with our hands, Grid. Come on,
There's this girl Hannah something or the other that like really, really like well known for that.
You like start with your feet to feel where they are, and then you go down into like the hole and you grab.
I have no idea.
Yeah. So what you're doing is you're going down there. These catfish too big to move, and then once you go down there, you find because they get too big, they just like suck it. So you just kind of foot around where you feel the suction coming from, and then you hope it's a catfish and not a fucking alligator snapping turtle. And you put your hand down there, and then once it sucks it in, you pull it, you put your hand through the gill.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Seeing the finger through the gill, it kind of like, ooh, that's like rough looking at. Seeing like.
The non-fun
pulling you out
non-fun drop.
Like,
I don't think he enjoyed the fishing, bro.
He just wants to debate, which is cool. But I warned everybody, man. It's a chill stream, man. Yeah. It's a chill stream. We're going to talk about fishing. We're going to talk about. So I was on. So earlier today, I was on Glenn's show for a little while. And, they're talking like seriously about all this like black pill and, all kinds of stuff. And it's like a really serious discussion. And I actually, and I have my wireless mic on. I wasn't really paying attention. And I thought I had muted myself down. And so I'm working on my motorcycle and I'm sure they could hear tools clanging and things like that. And finally I get everything kind of where I'm ready to test it. And I fired up and I'm like, ram, ram, ram. And everybody's like I come back to like all of these like LOL, what the fuck, and I'm like, and I'm muted and I'm like, oh, that's weird. Guess I didn't mute. And so I need to apologize to those guys at some point, but at least they didn't kick me out.
Yeah, I mean, they probably appreciated the.
Yeah, like what kind of engine was that? And I'm like, it was a sport bike.
That black pill stuff is so.
It's crazy, right?
It's so sad. Yeah, I don't know. It's rough. I get like I've experienced a lot in life that it's like if this had continued.
What do you like? 32?
That's a really good guess. 34. Yeah.
34. Okay.
Yeah, they're the same age.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I can understand where that comes from, but it's like it's so rough. Like just thinking about people being in that headspace where it's like nothing can be good, nothing can get better. Like life is just
it's a weird point of view, right?
Like, yeah.
I mean, you can be black-pilled a little bit. Like, I'll be honest, right? So, like, I got divorced, and I haven't really like wanted to date. I've like gone on lots of dates, right? And I've had some girls that are like more consistent than others, and whatever. But like, I have like zero desire right now to like find anything long term. Like, I'm not saying like I wouldn't be open to it if it's all my life, but like, I'll go out and I'll talk to people, and I'll just be like, this bitch is vapid. Or I'm like, oh, this is a gold digger. Or, oh, like, this girl's cool, but, like, I can see myself annoyed. And, like there's no, like, reason for me to want to go out and get some of these.
Somebody's got to, like, really surprise
you. It's like, you got to have to sell yourself to me now. At this point. I hate to be like, I'm the prize, but, like, that's not what I'm saying either. It's like,
actually, Gibbs, man, I got to tell you. So, you don't know this about me because we never really talked about this. But so when I was in college, right, I thought I was going to get married. I had two great, wonderful girlfriends. The first one, her mom passed and she just went fucking off the deep end. You're not coming back from that one. I'm just telling you now that you're done. You're cooked. And
I had a girl get schizophrenia while we were dating. I was like, that's a bad experience.
Yeah, that's terrible. Wow. The second one was almost as bad. She flipped a car. She had like this near-death experience and was like, well, she wasn't near death. All right, so she had a bad crash. She walked away with a little bruise. She was convinced that God had saved her, which I'm sure he did. But she went way off the deep end and just changed, literally like dropped out of college.
Overnight,
like complete change of life, right? Like became a missionary and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, wow, that is like, and I try, and in that specific one, I was like, yeah, I get it. I'm trying to be supportive, but at the same time, it's a kiss of death for a relationship, right? And so that went into, and then I realized that at that point, I think I was 23, and I'm like, you know what?
That's still young.
About to graduate college.
You got a lot ahead of you.
I got a lot of fucking work to do. I ain't got no time for no energy sucking woman in my life. So I decided at that moment, I literally was like, I sat down one night, I was out with some buddies, and I'm like, what do you guys think about this? And I laid out like this, like, I'm just not going to get married. I'm going to concentrate on my work. I'm going to concentrate on building my life. I'm going to be, I'm going to become the man that I need to be me, and all of that, and I knew at that point that it was gonna. Of course, we didn't use that term back then, but what we would say today is like, I was becoming a degenerate, right? Like I was becoming a degenerate. I did not date for anything but sex, period. Like and if I got an idea, like if I could sniff out the good girls, the ones that were like marriage material and things like that, and I avoided them like the plague. I really wanted the damage, like weren't going to call me back, all of that. Those were the ones that I was aiming for, right? It was low hanging fruit. I'm not going to lie. But that was that period of my life. And for 10 years I did that. And then I had a really good relationship with this one girl. And I was like, you know what? I'm in a good place now. I know what I'm doing. I have a career I had a good job that turned into a good career that turned into a skill set that was going to allow me to build my own business. And I'm like, you know what? I'm at a point now where I have something to offer a woman other than a swinging cock.
Yeah.
And so that's when I started. And I made a conscious decision to get married, and I was married within a year.
Yeah.
And so that's correct, Kat. It was DGen 1. And so you have to understand that the way that I was living my life for that period of time, I was, I worked in motorsports, and I ended up owning a motorsports company. And I was gone all the time to racetracks all over the country. For about 6 months one year, I was essentially homeless. Like I gave up my apartment. I didn't need it. I had my mail go to my grandmother's house. I slept on my friend's couch when I was in town. Other than that, I was in hotel rooms every single fucking day. Like, or sleeping on a shop floor somewhere because, I needed to be there for 3 days or whatever. And it was just, like, there's no woman that's going to put up with that shit. Like, they're just not going to. Like, you have to, I think this is something that men just fuck up in their heads like all the time. It's like, there's no way you're going to come up to a woman and go, yeah, you know what I am? I am broke as fuck. Matter of fact, I'm $50,000 in debt, baby. And you know what? That's what I got to offer.
You might be surprised, man.
If you do, that's a keeper.
I mean, I don't know. I know. Listen, you're missing out, man. There's a whole type of guy we call hobosexuals. You know about?
The hobosexual.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I know a lot of those, and they do pretty good.
I mean, I'm just saying. Okay. Let me say, the woman that you want is not going to want you.
I mean, it's a different life, because if what you see as your married life later is like with stability and with a family and with kids, and right now you're living like on the edge, like
right. And there was something to it, where I was like, I knew that I couldn't support a woman. I knew that I couldn't, right? Like mentally, emotionally, like I was such a ridiculous person that I would literally get a phone call and a guy would say, hey, I need you to be in Long Island today. And I would fucking go to the airport, get on a plane, and be in Long Island today.
Yeah.
you know, and was just the way I was living my life. And again, women don't tolerate that shit. Like, they may say they will, they might say so, but you're going to pay hell, brother.
If it's like
that bill comes due.
If it's a non like casual thing, or it's a non like I've had situations where it's like it ended up heading toward to like a more serious thing, but for a while it was like we would see each other sometimes, and I would be like going like to New York. This is like in my like early 20s, going to New York and going to like warehouse parties and, you know, going crazy and stuff like that. Right. But if you're heading towards, if you're like getting close to being something serious, that kind of lifestyle where there's exactly like you can't plan around anything. You can't say like I'm going to be here on this date at this time.
Right.
Like
there was no ability that I had to plan anything. Right.
Yeah.
And so, you know, again, and I think a lot of men just forget that about how they have to live their lives, especially now. Right. Like I talked to a lot of young men, and I had a guy tell me the other day, he's like, man, I got this really, really good opportunity. He's like, I've been out of work for a year. I work, you know, he does computer shit. And he's like, man, I've been out of work for a year. I've just been doing contract stuff, but there's a gig. It's a lot of travel. It's basically, I'm going to travel, you know, 3-4 days a week. I'll be home for the weekends, maybe not every weekend. What do you think I should do? And I'm like, fucking take it. Like, fucking, you need a job, dude. Like, you need a job. I'm like, is it going to hurt you? No. Can you physically do it? Yeah. Can you mentally do it? Can you be on the road? Oh yeah, I'd love to travel that much, you know, at least for a year. Just do it for a year, 2 years. You know, I can do that. I can do that in my head. I'm like, then fucking do it.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's going to make dating hard. It's going to do, bro.
You got time. That's the thing. Is like when you're like, you know, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and you haven't had like a serious relationship, but sure. Even 25, 26, you may not have had like a serious relationship that isn't just explosive, isn't like falling apart every 2 minutes, whatever. You feel like that's like such a rare thing, but you don't understand how much of that you bring to the table. And it's like, you can be chaotic for a year and it builds something about your life, something about your career. And there's plenty of time after that. There's so much time to meet a soulmate, whatever, like, but you need to be in the right place. You need to have built something in your life that's like worth being stable around. Stability itself, when you're not somewhere good, it doesn't mean anything. It's only stability only is a virtue if you're somewhere that you want to stay.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's an interesting thing, right? And this guy's literally been out of work for at least a year.
That's
like,
rough.
Except for contract work where when he does the contract work, I guess he makes pretty good money. But I mean, when you are sweating your car payment, you know, when you're sweating your rent, and somebody walks along and offers you a pretty good job, but it's tough, but you can do it because you don't have a family. You don't have kids that are going to miss their dad. You don't have these ties, and you can fucking go do this. You can do the job and make that extra money, and those opportunities lead to other opportunities, right? And I'm like, dude, fucking go do it. Like, why would you not do that?
And traveling that much, you're gonna meet so many different people in different places in your industry.
Yeah, you never know when a chat on an airplane is going to turn into like the next big fucking thing. So, I told him, I was like, dude, I would fucking do it in a heartbeat. And look, like, let me tell you something. 25-year-old me was already doing that. Like I would literally like it was all about the money, and I was all about building up my portfolio to some, you know, what we would call a portfolio, and learning everything I could learn and building the reputation that I had. And I think that men just fuck up so much on this. They just get into this headspace where I have to have the whole thing right now. You know, I need the wife now. I need the house now. I need the 2 cars and a pontoon boat and a fucking camper now. I need it now. And I'm like, You look at the people who did that. They spent 30 fucking years doing that, and you want to do it in a year and a half, 2 years? You're insane. It's insanity, and that's what we're encouraging. I think a lot of people really encourage insanity. Gibbs doesn't know anything about that. Gibbs is independently wealthy.
Yeah, well, something like that. I don't disagree with the insanity, but like, I'll say this: my ex-wife would like struggle with the hours. You know, I'd be like, all right, we're putting this numbers in, and
What's
like,
up, Gil?
it's a real thing where they like, it's like, listen, this is the grind time.
You're in the sun.
And the one big thing, right? So I got into law school right at the time, and she's like, well, I want to go back to school, and I'm like, listen, I'm paying my own way. I don't have any student loans. I don't have any scholarships for this, right? So I'm paying this, right? I cannot afford to put you and me through fucking school at the same time, right? Like, I don't want to sound like a dick, but you went your freshman year to community college and dropped out. I graduated from Texas A&M, and then I got into a decent law school. Like, your shit's coming second on this one, and I don't want to be like, that's how this is going down. Like, maybe you shouldn't have dicked around the entire time you were in college. Like, you know, sorry. And like, you know, eventually like stuff like that'll like build up. But like it's hard whenever you're like building something, because like at the time I'm like, I want to build this so I can give to whatever my family is at the end, right? Like I'm very much like, if you like look at conservatives, that little chart about us being more empathetic to our friends and family is like is accurate, right? Like I feel like I'm super empathetic to these people. And I would love, like, if I die tomorrow, my little cousins or my nieces and nephews can have it. Cool, whatever. But like, you know, I like have to build something, and it's like you can't always do that in a relationship if you're like tied down, because there's like they have needs, and they are real needs, you know, relationship wise. I like, you know.
I want to welcome Kel to the show, and just to prove she's not a vampire, she's obviously into sunlight and has not turned into flames yet.
I've not burned. Whoa, W. Way to jinx me.
Kel, have you been listening to the show?
No, I'm sorry. I've been streaming on Twitch, hiding from you on Twitch.
You don't have to hide from. I'm not your dad. So.
Who said that? I think you.
I am not your dad, so you do not have to hide your activities.
Greg's been having some thoughts that just had to come out. I didn't say nothing about you being my dad.
Yeah.
I mean, I followed Gibbs onto here from Twitch. So
did you really?
Yeah,
we're bringing the Twitch people.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, but vice versa, bro.
Yeah.
GG. No, how's your show going so far, though? What have you guys been chatting? I'm like, not to be.
It's just a chill stream.
Everything's from fishing to relationships to.
Grid, you should go to TwitchCon, and then we should go deep sea fishing. You, me, Sky, we can go deep sea.
Where is TwitchCon, and when is it?
San Diego, 3rd week October.
San Diego.
Exactly,
I mean, it's possible. Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, it's good. It's good networking. Like, even if you don't go like to the con itself, I would go to the con. They have workshops and shit. You learn all sorts of stuff. But the networking is clutch. And you don't drink, but like everybody goes to the con, and then it's like right there is like the two like bar districts. So you can just go over there and eat and talk to all the people afterwards. And be like, you know, it's like Nashville. You have the fucking like party district, right? Convention centers.
Yeah. It's been, you know, it's interesting. Everybody has to make that you don't drink comment, but that's true. I don't. I never started, so I never had to quit, and it saved me a lot of time and money. Also, a lot of bad decisions did not occur. So
brain cells. Great. I started a super dope drawing of you. I need to find it.
Your dog is actually maybe a little cooler than you, Kel.
Peanut, are you cooler? Are you cooler?
He's so cool, he's not even going to look at you now.
Peanut, come on, don't embarrass me for the Come on, boy.
Too cool for school.
My son.
Well, now Kat's a fan because Kat loves the dogs.
Peanut's the best. He's the best. He's always with me. He's always with me.
Yeah.
He'll sit with me in my big chair, but not in my little rolly chair. GG.
I mean, so we were just talking relationships and talking like, you know, advice for men in their kind of like early mid-20s, and this like internal feeling. For me, I feel like it's like a kind of level of like exhaustion. Like I've seen in movies, TV, whatever, white picket fence family, 2.5 kids, whatever. Like, I just want that. I don't want to keep striving in the world, whatever. But it's like, you need to find your way in the world. So Motorsports was saying, it's like he had was this a friend, viewer, somebody?
Well, it's just, people randomly, well, not randomly, truly, but that people ask me for advice all the time for some reason. I don't know why.
And this is somebody who's saying like, oh, I got this great opportunity. I've been unemployed other than contract stuff for like a year. It's a lot of travel. It's kind of hectic. I don't know if I can do a relationship. And he's saying like, just fucking go for it. Like, you're 25, you got time. I mean,
and if that person is like really like your foundation, because I think there's some exceptions where it's like, okay, this person's like my rock solid. It's like they are like gonna weather the storm and like make it through no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, the guy wasn't actually in a relationship. He's just dating, and he's like, yeah, but he wants to date, right? Like, he's like, I'm never gonna be able to have a girlfriend because I'll be gone all the time. I'm like, yeah, that's a great thing.
My friend's always said, she's like, your 20s are for like,
you're gonna save a shit ton of money, man.
But my cousin, he's like 2% body fat, super redneck. I mean, when I said super redneck, this is country bumpkin as they come. Like, he's actually out there noodling regularly, right? This guy got his stock broker's license, made like a couple mil, bought an oil company down here in Texas, and now is like retired, and literally just goes on Tinder and puts his geolocation in a city, and then like matches with 40 people, and then goes to that city for a weekend. That's what he does every other weekend. I'm like,
a bulk of their time in a relationship during their 20s that didn't work out, which, spoiler, like most of them won't.
Oh, Socrates, the clip has been requested. This is a true side of Kel.
I'll give you.
Bro, I'm obviously not. I told you like multiple times that I'm not fucking like gonna.
Yes, I take responsibility for that. That's a good dub by Gibbs.
10 girls in the park hanging out.
I warned, great? You know what makes it even better? Is I warned her that was going to happen. I was like, fine, y'all want to play the game? We're going to play the game.
Well, I don't see where the vampire allegations came from that. But it is a great, like Weasley Little Liar.
Yeah.
Weasley Little Liar. I love that clip. Yes.
Just malding.
Yeah.
No, but I was gonna say, like, yeah, don't fucking waste your time in a relationship. I'm like, if it's not like, the second it starts making your life more difficult than positive, and it's not a serious relationship, like there's no really high stakes, then you got to get out of there. Like,
all right, and block.
Look, you gotta look, Kel. You're a girl. You can have a relationship today if you want. I'm not saying it'll be a good one, but it'll be one. And it's a little harder for dudes.
I don't want to hear it.
I mean, so what the I don't know if you heard about there was like the OkCupid like data set where they did a lot of like statistics on their kind of user behavior. And what they found overall, and I think this has been replicated across society, that it's like for women to seek out, casual sex, whatever, of course, like we understand intuitively this is true. You can walk in a bar and say like, hey, any weirdos in here want to come home?
Have you ever seen the Whatever videos? So before Whatever was the panel, it used to be a troll channel. And he also did like social experiments. They have Brian going around, and he was like young and Chadley back then. And he would go around and just ask random women on the street, do you want to go have sex? And they would, and of course he got out of 100, I think he had one maybe. Right. And then they had this girl, I can't remember her name, Allison, I think it was. And she went around and asked 100 dudes, hey, would you like to go have sex with me right now? And literally, I think 3 turned her down.
Well, that's the thing, though, is you guys overestimate, like, how much, or underestimate how much, like, socialization, like, plays a role in it. I've gone out, like, many weekends and been like, oh, yeah, I want to go meet someone, go chit chat at the bar. Go to spots where there's plenty of, like, cute people, like, eligible back.
I don't think it showed what you think it shows.
Well, no, because I'm, like, stuck in my drawing book, and I'm, like, too awkward to go talk to people. So it's not like any girl can go get laid. Like, there's other, like, binders, like, or stipulations that might, like, hold her back. If she can go talk to people, sure. But most girls aren't just, like, confident enough to, like, go up and, like, shoot their game.
But and exactly, and the opposite of that. This comment is spending a really long time in front of my face.
I'm sorry. Yeah, let me read it really quick. $2 from K2. Keep on trucking. Dad won. I can fix her. LOL. I think we could run Vegas odds on that. I think we can make some money on that, Gibbs.
That would be a great betting pool.
I can make them worse. I'll tell you that. I know that one for sure.
Depends on your definition of fix. But
Yeah.
the opposite is that a guy, not necessarily like day one immediately, but in general, a guy can actually get into a relationship. So not casual sex, but like something moving toward like a serious direction more easily than a girl can. And again, you would need that caveat where you're comfortable enough, you're confident enough coming up to somebody and saying, hey, would you like to get a coffee, whatever. And, not having any really interest, expectation in like a casual hookup, that happening anytime soon, which I think, you like boomers, whatever, used to call courting or something. I think that was word that was used.
I'm an ex,
millennia
sure.
or centuries.
They probably said that. They probably said that. Well, I still say courting, but
Mm-hmm. So there's these kind of like different struggles of the sex. I feel like there's a lot of grass is green.
Let me run this by you just really quick, Socrates. You seem like a bright guy. You seem like you're reasonably educated. You probably like bachelor's, halfway through a master's, and you gave up and went into like employment.
No, I went all the way. I bashed my head against a wall until I got a PhD.
Really?
Yeah.
Good on you, brother.
It was painful as fuck, but yeah.
You don't have that PhD swagger though. You gotta work on that. All right. So here's my working theory. Tell me if you agree.
Please lay it on.
I think in most areas of America, now we're gonna acknowledge that this does not work in major metropolitan areas because bitches be crazy. But in the rest of the United States, if a man and woman are not married by the time they're like 18, 19,
that's true.
They should not get married, and let's say they're not married before they're 21. If you aren't married before you're 21, men should not get married until they're in their 30s. They should just date.
Okay. So like high school sweetheart or like
high school sweetheart,
solid.
You knock up the prom queen, and you go to work for her dad in his law office, and you become a clerk, and then you become one day you're going to be a judge. Mm-hmm. But if that doesn't happen, because at that point, all of the struggles that you have in life, you're going to have together, right? When you're poor, you're going to be poor together. When you set goals together, you've probably grown up for the most part together, or you come from a similar background. So you have that commonality there that I think that you need to weather most storms. Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, you can throw alcoholism in there, or whatever.
Drug abuse, gambling.
All of the things. Your wife could start hanging out with a team of whores, and
gambling's only a problem for the record if you're bad at it. Yeah, listen, it's all gambling addiction is only real if you're bad at it. That's the secret.
Right. So I mean, seriously, the young wife could start hanging out with a group of whores, and they don't like the competition of husbands, and so anyway, any of that could happen and skew it. But for the most part, I think that most young men that I know that got married and I would say up until about 21, and you could stretch it 22, 23, but once you get in 22, 23, you're getting closer to graduation. The women have been in college longer, have had more feminism thrown at them more. You don't need no man, girl. You go get your bag. And it really changes the dynamic for women more than it does for men. I think men don't really change it much, but women go into it instead of, because most of the, obviously, I'm seeing this even in my son's high school. As they get closer to graduation, all the girls are talking about is getting married. Get out of high school, they want to get married.
my mom said that's a big part of the reason she moved us. So my mom grew up in like Southern California, moved us out to Idaho because like med school was cheaper out there.
Yeah. And so then, but once they get into college and they start soaking in that college lifestyle, it skews things, right? So, and
what about college?
Well, I made the point. He knows what I'm talking about. So, and for men, you don't have the time to devote to a relationship, and women, a woman will say, yeah, absolutely, I want a hardworking man, but when you're working overtime and you're not there 10 hours a day, that's a problem for a lot of women. There seems to be.
No,
and when and it just all of these other problems, it's just very difficult, right? So when you get to be in that 30 and up range, for most men, if they're single at 30, especially if they've never been married, what I found was that when I was in that dating pool at between 30 and 35, the women in my age group were nuts, absolutely psycho.
Yeah, that's a true point.
Lot of emotional damage, a lot of emotional baggage, a lot of absolute hate for the male species,
or insanity, just insanity in general.
Just straight insanity. I'm not ruling that out. I'm just saying, that, and then
no accountability, none of that.
Yeah, accountability out the window, and they're not looking for a husband. They're looking for
a bitch.
I was going to say meal ticket, but okay. Whatever. Gibbs just blurts it right out, right?
Yeah, we call it spade around here. I don't know what you're doing, but
so I actually started looking younger and younger and younger. My wife is 11 years younger than me. I married when I got married when I was 35. My wife was 24 or 30. Yeah, 24.
You know what they say? So it's like half your age plus 7. Isn't that what the rule is?
Is that what it is?
That's what I let on.
I've heard that.
Yeah, and it worked. And it honestly, it was everything I want. Like smart, pretty, not a lot of baggage, ambitious to some degree, and I could provide a lifestyle for us. And she had no real expectations of what that needed to be. Whereas when I would date a 30, like a 32, 34-year-old woman, they wanted this style, they wanted this kind of house and this car.
Well, on the flip side,
X amount of money, and you would find that. And what was really shocking about this, Socrates, is I would find this out within like an hour of meeting this person.
Oh yeah.
Which is fucking insane, bro.
You said something really interesting here.
It's insane, but it's a positive if you learn it up front.
Yeah. The warning signs are printed on right up front.
Well, you said something interesting though, right? Like, which is why I said half your age plus 7, right? So, like, I'm 34, half my age plus 7 is.
Well, you said 24. I didn't say it. You said.
Or I said that, right? It is 24. So if you're 34 or 35, then that's like almost on the dot. But like, I know personally, I've gone out and I'll meet a lot of girls that are like the 19 to 20, 23, and I'm like, this is just like it's too immature. Like, I get why some guys are like they're so hot, yeah. I'm like, meh. Who gives a shit? Like, the looks only go so far. Like, if you're like as dumb as a rock, I don't want to talk to you. Or you're just like immature, I also want to talk to you. And like, what are you going to talk about with this person? SpongeBob? I don't fucking know what they talk about. But like, I feel like once there's this like age thing with that women hit about 24, 25, where they're like more mature. And I'm sure guys do the same thing at a certain age. I don't know. But like, where it's like, okay, these people are looking to like have established shit. Like, comparatively.
Are you over 21? Okay, bet. There's this place called Livewire that's really cool. That's like a cool like punk rock bar.
Livewire.
There's also a place called
LimeWire was a thing, right?
Shut up. Coin Op is it's like an arcade bar.
Let's go fix this guy's life.
But you don't know about catching pirates.
Found us one.
Guys, this guy's a belly dancer.
Oh hell yeah.
He's looking for attractions to go here. I'm like, there's a Western bar there. You want to?
Yes, man, you're up.
You're the attraction. You're the tonight's entertainment.
Tith man, you're up, bro. Male belly dancer in the house. What's up?
Can you guys play some music for us so we can belly dance?
Can I play the music?
Yeah, because I can't on my phone. I'm just calling you.
I mean, on that note, I'm gonna go play some video games, and You enjoy the rest of your
man,
night.
I appreciate you stopping by. It's been great, man.
Yeah, it's been fun. Y'all be good. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Y'all be good.
That's the short list, so we'll be good.
Maybe not crack.
Yeah, crack is on the list of things that he would do. So we will move that off of that list. So
I think
I don't have any belly dancing music. Oh, Kel's gonna do the belly dancing music for the guy.
He just says Arabian music.
All right. So Socrates, what do you think of that? What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, so you presented a lot.
That theory.
So first of all, I'm literally the exact opposite demographic that you're talking. I'm always lived in metropolitan areas, always lived in big cities. I never spent a lot of life living in like rural, suburban, whatever. You know, I got like a aunt in like Orange County.
Like,
that's the most like kind of out there.
Oh yeah.
Have
a great trip, Kevin.
Oh hell yeah! Is he doing it?
Oh, they left. Are you in a park?
Yeah.
Okay, good. What are you just like avoiding your house or something, or what's up?
I'm touching grass, Grid.
Oh.
Part of it. See this?
Snap.
Also, touch the grass. That's good. Just don't get any on you. $2 from K2. Keep on trucking. Now it's getting gay. Like it wasn't really before, but okay. All right. I'm sorry, Socrates.
No. So I mean,
He pulled up his Instagram and my YouTube handle. I was like,
so if you want me to like respond to what
I just want your.
I'm gonna have a very different
life experiences.
Yeah,
it's a chill stream, bro. There's no there's no right or wrong. We're not debating here. We're not gonna beat each other up.
Yeah, I mean,
we can do that later. We can do that another time.
I know some people that have gotten involved right out of high school. I think there's some that I know that have like been really, really great for each other. I'm kind of at that age where like, I'm in an area and like my parents had kids like much later, like in their 40s. My kind of like value system that I grew up with is very much like relationships are a partnership. And it's not necessarily like you have to be the same, like you're bringing the same things to the table, but you're both contributing. You're kind of like as equals in whatever way that means, So I'm very interested in education, learning about the world, and I'm very interested in people who are those things as well. I genuinely get along with a lot of different type of people, so it feels like you could kind of throw me into a lot of different cultures. I don't know if you've seen like Stargate, the movie, or any of the TV shows, whatever.
I think it's called Star Trek.
No, Stargate. Yeah, Star Trek is good too, but Stargate, it's like this guy goes through this gate to this other world, whatever, falls in love with some random girl. They literally they don't speak the same language, but they're on like the same quest together, fighting these ancient Egyptian space gods, some bullshit. But it's like I feel like people can find love in any different kind of ways. But this question of like, if you find each other really early and so you're kind of progressing through life, does that carry you through? Versus like if you're in your kind of chaotic 20s, you're not really like a kid, so you're not like when you meet in high school, that's like growing up together, basically.
Right. Yeah.
You both don't know what the fuck the world is. You both don't know what the hell's going on.
But you get to learn together.
You get to learn together.
And so you kind of share viewpoints on a lot of things. That's why I think it works.
Yeah, I think it can work very well. I've seen so much.
Obviously, look, this isn't I'm really not trying to make a blanket statement. I'm saying that this is how I see it working if you're going to get married in that, in that age. I just don't know that I've ever seen, people get married between the ages of about 25 and 30, where it was like really successful. And I am pretty sure I could make a good argument 25 to 35, that 10-year period. it's so difficult because you're working, you may have to move for work. All of a sudden you can't because you have this other person in your life, and that can build resentment. And I've seen all of the various things unfold. And it's just, and I've just kind of developed this working theory of mine that I'm really starting to like believe. Most of them got married at 35. I got married at 35. I had my first kid at 40. I had another at 50.
Yep.
So,
so when you talk about resentment, I feel like resentment is a result of expectations. What you think is supposed to be coming to you, what you think life is supposed to be like. So, my grandparents, I think they were like 19 and 21 when they had their first kid.
Welcome, Kat. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm very good, Kat. Kat beat all odds. 38, and she's smoking.
I'm not 30. I'm not 38.
How old are you again?
I'm 37.
37. I do apologize.
It matters.
It does matter, actually. That's why I apologize. I was being sincere. I wasn't being glib. So, how are you, Kat?
I'm good.
You had the night off, I see.
Yeah, I've been off for a week.
A week?
Yeah, that's how I work. I work a week and then I'm off a week.
That explains a lot. That explains a lot. Okay.
Yeah, I work 7 nights straight and then I'm off 7.
Okay. Socrates, are you enjoying the sweet West Virginia accent?
Oh my god.
This is nice. Yeah.
It is nice, right? Like, it's a good change.
Did I tell you, Grid, last night? Outside of like a poppin' part of town, like the bars for all the girls and the gays, there's like a group of kids that seemed really nice at first, and then they still were nice. Don't get me wrong, but they were out there to like sing Christian songs and like get us all to repent and come to Jesus, basically. And so I walked by with that sign. I just held up, nothing inflammatory. I was just on live. I was like, "Is God a government?"
I'm sorry that they verbally assaulted you with positive energy.
No, they debated with me in a friendly debate, and we shook hands at the end. We did.
Okay.
We did. And they prayed. They actually fucking. It was so gay. They fucking were like, "Can I pray for you?" And I let them pray for me, and I was like, "I'm not fucking praying." And they're like, "We're not asking you to pray. We're just asking you to bow your head and close your eyes." I'm like, God, I'm live stream. What am I gonna do? Okay, let me look at. Yes, Lord Jesus. But tell me why today I'm out live streaming again, and I see someone. I read like a sign out loud, and it said, "Why are you Muslim?" And then I was like, "Whoa!" By the way, that's saying that. I turned my camera to the booth. And I was like, "It's probably like an activist group." And they're like, "No, we're Christian. We're dead activists. Why are you Muslim?" And I was like, "No, fuck it." Like they were dead ass.
I'm not really sure I followed all of that, but you sound really excited. So that's good.
There was a booth out today. It's like the second time that some guys were preaching while I was streaming. So, funny coincidence. But they had a booth, and on the booth it says, "Why are you Muslim?" So I thought it was like a Muslim activist group, but they were a Christian activist group, just dead ass asking. They're like, "Why are you Muslim?"
It's probably the same reason anybody's any religion, because their parents are. That's the main.
Yeah. Yes, I literally walked by. I was like, "Why are you Muslim?" They're like, "We're not Muslim. We're asking you why you're Muslim." I was like, "What the fuck?" This is like the whitest area of the city. I don't think people here getting your message. That shit's fucking hilarious, though. I was shook. I was shook to my core.
Yeah.
Yeah, I asked him if God would want the Epstein files released.
What did they say?
He's like, but yes, all darkness should come to light. They were trying to back their shit up with Bible verses. I appreciate. It's adorable. But
I like that. I can say I'm not a religious person. I guess I've kind of gone back and forth as a younger versus older, and kind of like I can recognize I was brought up Jewish, and the values that I learned are very important to me. But I'm not like not religious.
You're not practicing.
I'm not like, yeah, I'm not practicing. I'm not like going to temple often. I don't, it's not the most prominent way that I think about the world, but people who can like make a statement and pull out a Bible verse to match it, I do find that very cool. I feel like that's a very,
well, you got to meet Glenn Lawrence. He is, he's on it.
I thought that question was crazy. I'm like, you can preach God's word without being like, why are you Muslim? Like, imagine if I stood up a booth that was like, why are you Christian?
It's a valid question. Why are you agnostic, Kel?
Why are you Christian?
Because I believe in the Lord and Christ.
Because they believe in Allah.
Why is he Jewish?
Because I don't know what exists. Or agnostic because he believes in this. Like, there's so many. Exactly. Like, it's catch-22 because it's like it's the same answer for every religion.
It's an interesting. It's like when you look at like what is your belief system. It's like there's like different almost contradictory explanations. So it's like why am I Jewish? Well, I was raised Jewish, so that's why. Okay. But it's like, when I look at those values, I think those are great values. But do I just think that those are great values?
Apparently, I believe in you, Kel. I believe in you. Look, Kel used to be a raging leftist, and now she's just raging. Not quite leftist anymore. And then we're moving her more. We're going to move her further and further and further right.
Indoctrination doctrine.
It's not. I'm absolutely not indoctrinating anybody. I just show you the way and you follow. That's how that works.
Okay, Jesus.
I can be the leftist angel on your shoulder to the
there you go.
To the Christian right-wing devil on your other shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay, boy. All right, I gotta get my boy home. He's getting anxious. He wants his wet food.
All right. Thank you for showing us the dog.
GG. Of course. Thanks for having me, Grid. Always a pleasure. I'll be home in
always a fun time, Kel. Just before you go, we got one thing here.
I'll give you.
No, I'm obviously not. I told you like.
It gets you every time, right? It's just so good. It's so good. Are you gonna cry? Huh?
No.
She rage cries. She'll cry, and you think that she's like really sad, but she's really angry.
I do that too. It's all right.
So mad that like when my meter goes up to the top, some guys just start screaming and like.
I've never actually known anyone that rage cried.
Oh, I do, and then I throw stuff. Oh, so does Kel. Oh, God.
Bad cat. Bad. There's no throwing things. Throwing things. No. Bad.
Not at people. Just
much soy.
In general.
On God. I'm really like leading up to the stereotype of the shrill. The DUI cry. I'm like, bro, oh my gosh, I have my breathalyzer.
This poor guy's wondering, what the hell did I get into here?
I know. Literally.
I'm learning a lot tonight.
Yeah.
I have mine.
This is the left. It is.
Do I have an echo answer?
Apolitical.
No, you're not.
Okay.
I'll be home in like 5 though.
Okay.
Are you gonna be on much longer?
Yeah. I'm gonna be on for a little what time is it? I'll be on for like 45 minutes and then I turn into a pumpkin. You know how it is. Unless there's like a really, really good reason for me to be up later than that. So
I did actually throw something at my drywall and had to get a hole patch.
The good Jess says, why y'all throwing stuff? She's
because the stuff you're
Jess knows me. Jess knows.
Obviously.
And as now we have 2 cats on the show.
Oh wow.
Oh hey Liliana.
Oh, hello.
Welcome.
How is you're in Denmark?
Yes. Thank you.
I remembered. See, I remembered. All right. It's been a while. We were expecting you to come back and defend your debate title, and you did not. You did not do that.
No. So I have raging ADHD, and my doctor decided to go on a vacation for 3 weeks. So I didn't have any vacation because I didn't pick it up. So I didn't become a person. I just became, I don't know, a gray mushy blob on the couch for a few weeks. Yeah, that's kind of what happens.
I'm one of those ADHD debaters as well.
Yeah, it's not like great because you can do a lot of things when you're medicated correctly, but if you're not, you're like kind of, I don't know, fucked. And then I kind of just drifted. I also stopped streaming during it, so I was just like, okay, fuck my life. And then 2 days ago, well, was it yesterday? I don't even know. My brain is mush. I went and I streamed, and
there's Anson Knowles.
Hi, Anson.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Wow.
Hello.
Really loud.
You're back to being black and white.
But yeah, I'm back, and today I have been swimming in sewage water.
That's
good.
Sounds like fun. Why was that happening?
We had like 30. I'm gonna use like the rest of the world units. We had like 30 millimeters of water in 30 minutes, which is a lot. So everything got flooded, and there's a bridge under a metro station close by, and people kind of drove into it. And there was an old lady who drove into it, and she was like waist high with water, and she couldn't get out because her car started floating.
Oh my god!
And there was only 2 people down there, and the rest of the people just like filming like idiots. So I just went no brink thinking and went into the sewage water and did that. But I hate myself for it because I can feel it on me still.
That's a yikes. I would.
Yeah.
I don't know. That doesn't seem like a good time.
For brown trout.
Tomato sauce. I don't know. That's what they say for skunks.
I don't know. I used like a lot of soap and like one of those scrubbing thingies, like so my skin was like raw. I was like, I just need to get the feeling of it away because I'm not like a germaphobe, and if I know it's poop water, there's a person who's like, be like, I wonder what kind of water is it? Is this from the sewage? Just like, don't even fucking talk, okay? Just let's get this finished, and like I can go inside and hate myself for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
I guess they were fishing for brown trout, huh?
Yeah, but I told my mom I would go swimming today. Technically, I have. So
you fulfilled it.
Yeah. God, that's
like,
so bad.
You cannot tell me I did not.
I mean, that's badass. You just jumped in. You're just like, no, we're going for it.
And that's a bad part about like ADHD. Like your brain is really, really good in emergency situations, but you don't really think it through. You're just like, okay, I feel action needs to happen. This is a good idea, and it is a good idea because you see a need for it, but you don't really think about how you're gonna feel afterwards, or if it was poop water or bullshit.
You said
that
poop
is
water a whole lot.
That's pretty terrible.
I say what a lot?
You said poop water a whole lot. It's kind of weird.
I can say shite. I can say crap.
Scheisevasser?
No, shite.
Shite.
I'm not fucking German.
So Anson, we missed you last night. What happened, buddy? Did you oversleep?
No.
I
had a unruly child. And I realized that I needed to spend several hours with him because there was an issue. And
fair enough.
Yeah. So I don't handle disrespect.
Sure. Well, that's totally fair. Oh, we lost the other cat. Is in Denmark, so I don't know. So we're back. There we go.
Welcome back.
I had super fat fingers. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that, Anson. It was the show went on, but we needed you here. We had the Furby in, and that was and we actually had the Sarah versus the Furby, and I made a mistake. I didn't bill for that debate. I didn't realize they were doing a debate until it was a debate. So
it just kind of happened.
It did. I thought they were just going to talk, and all of a sudden it's like they wanted the debate, and I'm like, I didn't charge for this one. What's up with that? What did I do? So anyway, that's okay. Naomi, we actually had a discussion about the Furby earlier, and I think the chat has spoken, and the Furby is no longer. I don't think we're going to allow the Furby to debate here anymore.
What the fuck is a Furby?
It is a.
It's a little demon robot toy.
A narcissistic transsexual.
An exceedingly
okay, I don't know this.
Okay, I thought about those toys from the 90s where it was like those owls
used
that
as
was
a
like
Furby avatar. Anson, will you do the you have? Oh wait, I've got this. Hang on, stand by. This is not. Look, if you get offended by this, I'm really sorry. However, I don't care that much. Let me find it again. I just had it. Let me.
Was Furby not those toys with the little owl that was creepy and like talk to you?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, those were very creepy
in
too.
Our
But
case,
you know,
the Furby is again. I think Anson actually said it really well. It's it is a person that really just causes trouble literally everywhere.
okay, that wasn't my second guess. My second guess was a furry.
He finds a way to make every conversation about him and how he was done wrong.
Oh.
Yeah.
So my first idea was a toy, and the second was a furry, and I had no idea that. No, I learned something. A Furby.
Yeah. He's a professional victim.
13. Did you come up
Literally a
with 30?
professional victim. All right, so that's
Is it
I
not
didn't
just
make
easier
this.
to call him like a weird ass woke I don't know, secondhand offended bitch? In polite words.
I'm not really sure who made this, but it's really hilarious. The Furby's actually Canadian and not Massachusetts, but it's still funny. It's very funny. And
see that. Oh,
and
so small.
that's what the Furby looks like, or at least the face. And I didn't make this. I don't know who did. Whoever did, you did an awesome job. Really, I got to be honest. That's like dedication to your craft.
So we call him the Furby because he uses that Furby-like avatar. It's one of those.
It's an animated. It's an animated avatar.
Okay. So like it's like a kind of furry persona, but in a Furby kind of weirdness.
Yeah. Kind of.
Yeah. No. The
Anyway,
only thing I like about those,
basically it's a narcissist that constantly, for whatever reason, is constantly annoying, and how do I say this? So my biggest problem with the Furby is I try and run a really nice show here. I try and do when we do the debate show on Friday nights, I want it to be very fair.
you even let me come on, and I'm fucking Scandinavian. I don't even understand your fucking shit over there, but you still let me join. You know what I mean?
I know we let you come up, and so we feel like our judging is really fair. We feel like that and because of that, I have a fair number of people from the left who come on and do very well, but the Furby is literally like spurging out in chat about how we're biased. Obviously, I'm biased. I don't hide the fact that I'm biased. I am a very biased person. That doesn't mean, and that's why I moderate and I have judges who are also biased.
Which
but
is
they're all biased
very fucking rare.
Yeah.
Like the fact that you even have judges is fucking rare, okay? Like I've done this shit for a lot of years, especially just to mention during COVID. And judges are like a fucking rare thing because people who are actually not being paid to say what they think is rare.
Yeah.
The whole thing you can buy the win is absolutely bullshit. Like I've lost so many bullshit competitions because like I'm the underdog. No, not underdog. That's not fucking weird. I'm a little person. No, I'm not a midget. Yes. I am the little streamer.
The word you're looking for in the English language is petite.
Did they get your medication right, Liliana?
I'm drunk right now.
Oh, okay,
You know what time it is here? It's like 5:30 a.m. I'm drunk. And
should you be drunk at 5? Is that a reason to be drunk because it's 5:30?
I mean, it's Saturday, and I just spend a lot of time in poo water, so I feel like I deserve it.
So poo water equals
fair.
Okay.
Fair.
No,
Alcohol
I
is
saved
an
an old
excellent
one.
blender.
Did you buy into this? Was this part of the program when you came up tonight?
No. I just helped an old woman. I was like, I'm gonna get drunk. This is a good excuse. So,
Socrates, was this part on your dance card for tonight? Is this what you expected when you came up?
I had no expectations. This has definitely exceeded
good.
all of them. But I mean, you were talking judging.
Sure.
You know, I've done a lot of debates. You know, as a lefty or as a agnostic or atheist or you know, Jew or whatever. You know, what
it's
have
rare,
you?
right?
You have kind of like home games and you have away from home games, right? Like that's what it's like. So, you know, sometimes you have the crowd who's with you and they're just cheering whatever the hell you do. And sometimes you have, you know, the away crowd and they're cheering their guy and they're booing you because, you know, you're the away guy. And if you do a really good job, maybe you sway some of those people and they say, oh, you know what? You know, I don't like the city or ideology or whatever this person comes from, but they're making some good points, keeping a good demeanor. You know, they're keeping it interesting.
So have you watched my debate show?
No, I haven't.
It's interesting. So the way it works is you get, so let's say that you and Anson were going to debate. You would each get 1 minute for an opening statement or position. And then you would get after the second person finishes their 1 minute, then we start a 5-minute clock. You get 5 minutes back and forth. And at the end, I have 3 judges, all of whom use different metrics for deciding who wins. And that is the fairest I've ever seen anybody do it. Even though people call us out for bias all the time and all of that. Last week, we had a guy who did not debate the topic as presented. I even stopped him with 1.5 minutes left on the clock and said, you've not actually addressed the topic. You should consider doing that. 2 of the judges felt like that he had made better arguments, and even though he had only kind of sort of addressed the topic, that he had done a better job. I disagreed. I felt like that he needed to have addressed the topic. The debater actually basically called me a liar and said that he had made a point to say that he was changing the topic before we started to what he wanted to debate. And I said, no, you didn't do that. And I'll go find it. And I did. I went back, and while we were sitting there getting ready for the next debate, I went back and found it, clipped it, and showed it that I had made right at the beginning of the debate.
Greg, can I tell my experience from it, like from a person who hasn't been on it once? Because, like, well, if it's okay,
I would love to hear
it. Only if it's fine. I don't want to take over your conversation. If you had more to say.
Before you do that, let me finish this up really quick.
Yeah.
So, even though that I felt like the judges were wrong, the verdict stood. He won, right? And even though I disagreed, and I think I forget which judge voted which way, but that's just the way it works, right? Even and then the other thing we do, Socrates, is at the end of the debate, we have kind of an open session where your fellow debaters critique your performance and say, hey, you could have done this better, or hey, you missed doing this. Last night, there was a debate where a glaring omission happened. Glaring, like the guy could have won the debate. All he had to do was just point this one thing out, and he didn't call the guy on it at all. Just completely missed. It was actually a couple of different times, and I said, hey, when somebody says something like this, you have to key on that. You have to do it. And it's a really good practice format for debating. and it's a really good because you have to think on your feet. We don't assign you a prop. You can't do any research before you get the. I mean, I literally have like let me give you I still have some of the debate prompts up from that I wrote up last week for it. Is masculinity punished instead of rewarded in relationships today? And basically what and then I give a kind of a handwritten thing here.
It's a big topic.
Yeah. Are strong men vilified while compliant men are quietly rejected?
Yeah, they are.
And this is a lot of my prompts are very nuanced, right? They're very, very nuanced where you think that you think you know. You think you have it down, but it's very nuanced. So so I just sit down and write down prompts all week, or I'll have a discussion with somebody, or I'll be listening to somebody's podcast and I'll write down a prompt. And then I would say, like, if you and Anson were going to debate, I'd say, what do you think about, are women biologically wired to abandon weak men? And you would say, well, I can argue that. Anson would say, hey, I don't want to argue that because I don't, I think I agree with Socrates too much.
Sure.
And that's when I would pay to force the topic.
Right. And then, and there's some chat moves that people can do where they can force you to take the topic, and they can just dictate the topic to you. Like, the Empire were the good guys. The rebels were, in fact, villains.
I was literally just watching my like friend of a friend's brother hadn't seen Star Wars and any of them. And we were like, let's just start you off on A New Hope. Okay, this I would get nerdy as fuck about this one because there's some real answers here because the Empire and the Rebels and the Jedi, these are all specific factions in Dune because Star Wars is based on Dune.
Yeah,
and the Jedi are the Bene Gesserit, and the Empire are Muad'Dib's Empire.
I love this conversation. Don't
even
go there. I'm gonna have a nerdgasm on both Dune and Star Wars. Okay, like if we go further into it, I'm gonna be like, okay, Grey Knight. Okay,
that would be so if you decided that was the debate that you wanted to do, and you took the Empire side, somebody could pay to make you. To flip it so that you now had to take that you had to debate your own point of view.
That sounds very fun.
And so you, it's again, this is well, first of all, it's supposed to be fun for the
just
chat.
Give me a second. I'm gonna reconnect on my computer and stuff because
sure,
I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna be
here. I'm old and have back pain. So just a second.
I wanted to actually touch on what Socrates said. So
I love it.
In Dune, what?
Cat's giggling.
Yeah. Okay. So in Dune, you said the Bene Gesserit. Those are like the Jedi, right?
Yeah. I was just rewatching it. I was like, getting it.
The Sith would be the Kwisatz Haderach and his offspring, right?
Fuck. Oh, fuck. I literally didn't even think about that. The Sith are.
Because from my perspective, they're the centralizing power, like the Sith were, and they're of the same strain as the Kwisatz as the Bene Gesserit. So it would make the most sense for them to be the Sith.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I guess basically
they're authoritarians. I mean, they basically ran the universal empire.
Yeah. It's not a perfect analogy because the Emperor is Muad'Dib, but it's kind of also Vader. It's kind of split a little bit compared to Dune.
I mean, it's not a 1-to-1, right?
But yeah, I would say basically, yeah.
But now I tell you what is a 1-to-1 is Top Gun Maverick.
It's a good idea.
Star Wars.
I want you to compare it to Dune because that's even more. Okay, what is the volleyball scene in Top Gun Maverick?
Oh, in the first one?
In Dune.
No. So if you look at Top Gun Maverick, all of he has to fly down the narrow corridor. He has to do a specific maneuver. He has to hit a 3x3.
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
With 2 rockets.
He turns off his target. The targeting is damaged, right?
The targeting turns itself off and has to reboot.
Oh my god. Okay, wait, that's actually just true. Oh yeah.
He's flying, and the kid. It's the son of his buddy that's making it happen. I mean, it's a little reversed here and there, but not by much. And yeah, it's great. It's great. I mean, just when you watch it, you're like, oh my god, this can't be.
Yeah, I liked it.
Cat is a big nerd too.
Why am I called gotta calm down?
Well, you gotta calm down.
I'm not a big nerd.
You need to fuck yourself.
Kind of thought that was hot.
Politely with a cactus.
Yeah, well, you're a woman, so obviously you need to calm down. You're hysterical. Just relax. There's treatments for female hysteria. You want me to give you some?
No, because I actually know what that is.
Yeah, I mean,
I wrote a report on it.
Oh, good.
Hysterectomy.
Okay, it's not fun. Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
That men could have hysteria too. Okay. It would be like you got kicked in the head by a horse. Now you're hysterical too. So have fun.
You're right. Being a man after being kicked in the head by a horse is like
that's funny, but this is more funny. $2 comes in from Bandit 848. Somehow it makes it better that it's from Bandit. Use the forest goose. That's awesome. That's good. I like all of this tonight. It's good. It's been a great conversation.
Grand Spaceman had a good idea, like to maybe have one of the shows kind of centered around the nerd stuff.
Maybe we'll do a sci-fi themed debate.
Can we get some?
You'll get so many people over here if you do that. Honestly.
Wait, can we just do like a nerdy theme one where we all can like pick our individual like nerddom? Some take Game of Thrones, some take World of Warcraft, some take Lord of the Rings, and then we're gonna like, I want to tell you why this is better.
If you did LOTR, Mosman would literally never leave.
Yeah, we'll just have like everyone who wants to participate to send in debate topics.
I have any idea how much money I've spent to try to get the one ring for Magic the Gathering? Okay, it's embarrassing.
It's not possible. You're never going to be able to.
No, before
there's only one, and they already. Oh, before.
Yeah, before I tried so hard. Okay,
did you buy?
Like 9, 11, something.
9, 11.
And it's the collector's ones. I was like, okay, next one is gonna do it. Okay, this is not gambling.
Yeah. That's interesting. I actually have an all-white. I have an all-white and black CBR 600 F4 motorcycle that I literally call the Stormtrooper bike, and I'm this close to ordering the Stormtrooper motorcycle helmet. This close. It'd be hilarious.
Nerd one.
I'm not that nerdy about it, but I really enjoy
call it. Nerd one. Call it
Nerd one. Nerd one motorsports.
Like a Stormtrooper, but your license plate was like Sardaukar, like whatever letters fit.
Oh, you know what? No, just bar. Like one capital or 1 L, 1 L, 1 L.
Yeah, great.
Of course, that's the greatest police car. I mean, that's the greatest police car ever.
They would just start pulling you over, like, like, sir, you can't do that.
Yeah, that's what.
Cheating.
Ryan Lopez wants to know where's the bickering. Not here, not tonight. It's a chill stream, folks. We're chill.
I can be angry.
Yeah, calm.
We have down. 2 women. We could definitely have angry issues.
No, I don't.
No. I just want to call people cunts. I miss living in England. Okay, I just need it out of my system.
We have some Australian people who come on, so that you can definitely do that. Yeah. So yeah, that'd be cool. Charles Darwin says he has that helmet. I need.
Greg knows I'm not going to argue.
Sorry.
You know I'm not going to argue with anyone.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I think Kat could be like this really great debater, but
yeah. She's the most educated person on the panel right now. Way more educated than that PhD right there.
I have a PhD
too. Who the fuck is PhD?
That's so in American terms that means that you think that you're smarter than everyone else because you got a piece of paper.
Oh.
I mean, for me, getting a PhD was a result of knowing that I'm dumber than a lot of people.
Mine was just
I mean, I
'cause
have a
had
degree
to
in
for my
computer
job.
science, but it didn't help me.
Yeah. Yeah, it would. Yeah, I think maybe we will. Maybe next week we'll do a nerdish, nerddom debate panel or something.
Oh, Star Wars.
I'd be down for that.
100%.
Yeah, we're gonna. This will TTS, so if everybody can just be quiet for 1
Mr.
second.
Bulle in the Department of Numismatics donated $10 super chat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Nerd One Geek Sports Debate Night. Which franchise is better, Star Trek or Star Wars?
That's not even a real question, Mr. Boulay. It's obviously Star Wars. Star Trek.
No, it's Star Trek, dude.
No,
I'm
sorry.
It's okay to be wrong. It's all right.
Look, just because you want to be Captain Kirk having sex with all of the 8 female aliens in all of the terrestrial planets.
It's not even original series. It's about Deep Space Nine.
Gross.
Deep Space Nine blows anything.
Oh, you're smoking something, dude. Are you kidding me? They
You don't like
stayed
Deep Space
stationary.
Nine?
They didn't go anywhere.
I mean, they went to the Gamma Quadrant.
There was a wormhole. They cheated.
See what you starting? See?
I
see?
I do think it would be a good idea for the debate show. I think it'd draw a lot of people over, and you can have people like come up with their own prompts and put it in the Discord so that people can kind of.
We'd have to do Star Wars one week, Star Trek the next,
and then a crossover where you have like just rating each other.
Battlestar Galactica, and then
I want to do an old school
Babylon
comic
5.
like Marvel and DC. That would be fucking cool.
Well, I like the first one, Dune. The first nerd topic brought up was the best one out of all of them. I mean,
The good question is, the best question is, what is best, Doom or Star Wars? Okay.
I mean, that's not even fair.
I'd like Lord of the Rings not.
Lord of the Rings. I'm not like deep into the lore, but I really like Lord of the Rings. I'm actually
I went to New Zealand just to see all the places.
I mean, we could do the big franchises, but what we have to do like Farscape. You have to do Serenity, Fire,
Firefly.
All right, y'all lost me.
All the garbage.
Serenity is Serenity / what is Fire something?
Firefly.
Firefly, thank you. Serenity / Firefly. You have to know that.
Silvar, what does that mean?
My love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand.
Serenity was they're exactly the same, but they're different. And it's great. It's really great. Just go watch it. Farscape is ridiculous. I actually really like Farscape.
Never saw Farscape.
Really? Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Watched a little bit of Babylon 5.
I never really got into Babylon 5. I tried. I did try, but I just couldn't. Yeah, Reapers. That's right, Charles Darwin. Actually, it wasn't Reapers. It was Reavers. I mean, that now I'm the geek. Now I'm the geek. Yeah.
What are they doing this far out in space?
Yeah, that's right. Why won't they let us go there? Why won't they let us
Can't
go?
stop the signal.
Can't stop the signal. That's actually the name. That's where I got the Signal Syndicate from. You can't stop the signal. That's what's up. That's what we call debate night. Signal Syndicate. Can't stop the signal, Mel.
I met Leonard Nimoy one time. He did that in a limo at a Star Trek convention. This thing. Yeah, it was really cool. It was like when he was behind the glass, and I think it was the second one, the Wrath of Khan, when he died at the end. It was really cool.
$5 for Mr. Boulay in the Department of Numismatics. I have found my people.
Good. I think you should encourage the debaters to dress up since it's going to be nerd night.
Oh, that would be hilarious. You get extra points if you come in.
I wish I had like a Borg outfit I could just pull out.
Oh, the Borg.
That'd be so sick.
That was actually probably that saved the Star Trek franchise, in my opinion, was Borg. Because at that point, I got to be honest,
there was no scary villain. Like the Klingons were like normalizing negotiations. The Romulans were like, I don't know.
They had a pet Klingon. They had a pet Klingon, so that the two actually, it was Worf and the
his
I
wife?
cannot.
They're talking about
it was
she's half Klingon.
Yeah, the female Klingon.
She was a
half Klingon. Yeah, she was half.
B'Elanna Torres.
Voyager. Yeah.
Great. The costume could be a part of the judging parameters.
Arguments and
I couldn't do that.
That is with chat engagement.
Yeah,
chat's asking. I mean, we could. We'll look into it. We'll talk.
I will personally increase the prize pot myself if people dress up.
She will personally sponsor this event.
So T'Pol from Star Trek Enterprise was hotter than 7 of 9 from Voyager.
I don't know. 7 of 9. Jerry, whatever her name was.
Do you know how her story and how that's connected to Barack Obama becoming president?
No. No.
Terry Ryan, that's her name, right? I didn't fuck that up.
Jerry Ryan.
Jerry Ryan, who played 7 of 9. She was dating this guy who was just like a jerk and kept wanting her to be involved in like public sex acts at clubs, and she just like said fuck off, put this dude on blast. He was running for Senate, I believe against Barack Obama, and he dropped out, and that made it like easier to squeeze that win in. And after becoming senator, easier to become president. So that's the interesting little connection there.
That is that's interesting.
Yeah, I remember that differently.
I may have fucked up. I'm looking this up so I don't
remember it as Barack Obama got the divorce files from his opponent leaked.
Ouch.
And that's how he made it in the first time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know.
I gotta hop off. Gotta skedaddle.
I should probably go.
I hope that you had a great dinner, Kissy Cat, and
it was delicious. I cooked it.
I know, but you let it get cold, and that's never good.
Well, okay, that's something weird about me. I actually prefer to let my dinner get cold.
Right?
Same. That's weird. That's a little weird.
I don't like hot food too hot. I prefer to.
I like a little bit. Yeah, I like it to sit a minute.
My kid's that way. It's weird. Kissy Cat, it was a pleasure having you back up again. You don't come up on the show often enough, and but I really appreciate all of your support. And I'm really sorry about last night. I lost track, and I was basically just doing. I know you were, but I was like, I don't want to upset you guys, but I was just doing the debates just to get them done. I was tired. I was aggravated by some of the drama nonsense.
Yeah.
And so I was, and there towards the end, I was really pissed. So.
No worries, Greg.
Yeah. All right.
I just have to troll you from the chat.
That's okay. You can troll me. It's fine. It's fine.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Good night, Kissy
Bye,
Cat.
Kissy Cat.
Yeah, I gotta hop off as well. Get some shout outs.
Yeah, we're literally like minutes away from turning into pumpkins here. So
who the fuck is a pumpkin? It's like 6 a.m. for me.
It's almost 11 o'clock p.m. here, and normally I get up and go fishing. I get up at 4:30 in the morning, which means if I'm lucky, by the time I shut down in here, walk inside, hang out with my wife, and just basically be cool, I get like 3.5 hours of sleep, and that's just that's rough. That's rough. So,
I mean, can't judge you. I am on sick leave, so I just every day is a day off.
Yeah, every day I'm retired, so every day is a day off. But I have kids and I have hobbies, and my hobbies are.
I have a lot of hobbies, and one of them is not to have kids, so I can have more hobbies.
Oh, that's a terrible hobby to have.
No. Listen, I believe kids should be 110% wanted, and if you cannot provide your kids with what they need, you should not get them. You shouldn't just get them to populate the earth, because kids deserve love, appreciation, and people who can take care of them. Well, and I know that I don't have that.
If women always had that point of view, then the human race wouldn't exist. That's why it's a terrible thing.
True. It's true.
I mean, I think there's people who want kids, but I mean,
there's enough that don't want kids to get them to put them in the world for me not getting one.
Women have too many choices. What you're talking about is like spoiled, Western women who think that they, deserve things that they don't really deserve. And
what is that? What is it?
Voting rights?
Exactly, like voting rights. Yeah.
No. It's the children. For me, it's about like a lot of children are born into families where they don't give a fuck about them. Okay. Yeah. Children should be wanted and loved. And if you can't take care of a child, because that's how you produce the most efficient and most productive human being as an adult that can contribute to society.
So only the people who had parents that loved them went on to produce. That's.
I never said that. Okay, I said that's how you produce have the biggest chance to produce healthy and productive adults.
Well, I didn't say no one does. Produce spoiled, pampered people like you who think that they deserve to not breed for the next generation of humans, unlike all of the people that came before them.
How is it a deservment of?
I think this will make a great debate topic at some point. Yeah. But we got it's a little rough when we've got a lot of it really isn't a debate night. So
yeah. No. Like I just think
chill stream, guys, chill.
Good topic though.
I'll chill.
I can accept some people think that I'm egoistic and spoiled for not wanting children. I can understand that, but I just think that I know I can't provide a child the love I think they deserve and the money and the time, and I didn't have that myself. So that is why I'm saying like there's enough unwanted children in the world. And if I change my mind, listen, I can adopt. Okay.
There's a lot.
You could always just have kids.
Or no. If I'm older, I can't. I have an expiration date.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of kids who need parents to adopt, foster parents. There's a lot of kids in the adoption system that are not.
That's cool.
Being it's just a fact. I don't.
But I would love to have a chat about this another time.
Yeah, we should actually. Yeah, I don't disagree that it's a very, very interesting subject, but we can put a pin in it. Mr. Boulay, welcome up. You don't normally come up on stage, so good to see you.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
Mr. Boulay is not here. He has 4 warrants and 12 parsecs, and he requires that he be apprehended. Well, this is the way.
It is the way.
Who shot first?
That's really
the real
good.
Question.
Yeah.
All right. I got to hop off. Thank you so much for the very warm welcome.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah, I would love to do some debates, chill stuff, nerdy, political, whatever.
Yeah, so the way it works around here is so Monday I do a day shift show, and it's normally just chill. And then usually Monday night, Gibbs or somebody will have a panel for debate, and I'll go debate Monday night. Usually, not always. Tuesday I don't stream at all. It's just that's my style. Wednesday night we have I do a kind of a interview style show where I just I think this week we're gonna have Liberal Cluck on. We're gonna talk to him for a little while and kind of go back and forth on worldviews, and it won't be a debate, but it's just going to be kind of a, well, what do you think about this? Oh, okay, and then Thursday I do another day shift show. Those are at noon Central Time, and It lasts about 3 hours, and Thursday's usually kind of debate prep, because Thursday night I almost always have some debate somewhere, and then not always, but usually, and then Friday is the debate show, and everybody's welcome. I haven't capped it yet. I may end up having to cap it at some point, but you can actually win money if you finish first. If you debate your way and you're the last man standing, I give you 10% of the take. And the reason for that is so that people bring their friends over and have them throw $5 and $10 into the pot, so that the pot gets bigger and you get more money. So yeah.
Nice.
Yep, and then Saturday we chill. So it's a pretty regular schedule. I don't deviate from it too much. And then Sunday I don't do anything. I'm usually not online at all Sundays. So
oh, good stuff.
Yeah.
I love how nerdy this got as well.
Yeah,
that was unexpected. Pretty cool.
I love Dune, man. You said the magic word when you started talking about Dune. I mean, I've read all those books multiple times. I love.
You read all 22 books.
We could literally do a debate: Villeneuve versus Lynch versus miniseries, which is the best adaptation.
I like the miniseries from the 90s.
I love the miniseries. It's so good.
Have you tried the board games for it? It's really, really good.
Oh, I have not tried the board games.
No, it's honestly, the board games are really, really good. Like if you like board games, you should really try it. It's
another hobby.
No, I'm like,
Imperium.
God, are these like expensive collector edition? Because that's a problem.
Yeah, but it's really a really great game. So if you like that, Dune Imperium is your game.
All right. Well, it is time actually, guys, to get the heck out of here. I'm going to go to bed. Lily, I'm assuming that you're gonna just like hang out, have some fun, surf the internet, and do stuff like that. I'm gonna raid everybody over to Glenn Lawrence, who is continuing his debate with Marte, whatever his name is. I don't know what they're discussing right now. It's probably polygyny or something like that. And you guys can go have a great time over there listening to that. And or they may or may not be bringing people up. I'm not really sure. At any rate, Socrates TV, great seeing you. I'm not sure if we got your link out there, but if we didn't, we will, and we'll promote you out every time you come on the show. Lily, good to have you back. I'm glad that you're feeling better, and I hope that you can become a more regular guest. You were great the first time you were on.
I really liked it. Like, if I can say like a last few things to Socrates, it's like this is literally a very, very fair. Like, the debate is very, very fair. Okay, he asked me what my political views. I was like, I don't even know what my camp is. Okay, I have a lot of different opinions, and I wrote like a list.
Yeah, it really doesn't. Your political leanings honestly don't matter too much. We just ask that.
Can you debate and win it on even if you can argue the earth is flat and you can win that debate, you win the point in many cases. Okay.
Yeah. And the judging is fair too. Like, as a judge myself, I'm going to go on and say that Lily's point of view as a crazy liberal delusional feminist, like, I totally disagree with her.
How the fuck am I a feminist, you fucking cunt face?
Calm down. I voted for her even though I disagree with her entire worldview, because
how am I feminist?
Well, I like a bunch of.
We can get into that. That's a long conversation.
Until next time. I hope that hemorrhoids will grow in your butt.
Okay.
Live long and
live long and have a great night. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for you to get out of here. It is time for me to get out of here. I'm sending you over to Glenn Lawrence. You guys will have fun there. As always, be cool. Wear glasses if you need them. And go stand on Glenn's lawn and get off mine. Get out of here. Go away.